So the thunder grows so shook and grown. Disobedience turned their hearts to stone. Rejected the truth, lost in the zone. Now they're paying rent.
I think we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Both crackheads, no shelter in the night. Underworld gates, that eternal fright. Denial,
Greetings.
go through torturous flight. Only face facts could have saved their plight. Blinding crack, no way
Good
back.
morning.
Lost souls on brimstone track. Ignorance, gotta pay the toll. Choose truth or face the dole. Charon's boats, too full to float.
Gotta get it out there.
Tales of the foolish on the underworld note.
Don't worry, it's gonna be a quick live, ladies and gentlemen.
Eternal chains, no man.
It's gonna be a quick live.
Gods convene, truth unseen.
What's going on, G-Man?
Demigods whisper, lost souls scream.
Hey.
Follow the path or drown in the stream. Zeus' wrath, a cruel dream.
Good morning, happy Friday. I mean, not Friday, it's Saturday, right? Good morning, G-Man. Only reason we gotta talk about this is because we're watching it happen right in front of our very eyes, alright? Good afternoon, that's what I should have said. Shout out to Gavin Newsom. Shout out to Gavin Newsom, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. How are you all doing this Saturday? Alright, I hope you all are tuning in and, enjoying your weekend. Normally, I don't like to get out here during the weekend, but, we got to have a quick conversation about where we're headed as a country, right? You know how this goes. Howard, how are you doing, Howard? Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that Zeus decided to go live real quick is because guess what's happening right now? You see him in the back. That's Elon Musk, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Mount Negro. C-Money, how are you doing? Where are the Trump supporters at? I just wanted to see if I could talk to a quick Trump supporter out there real quick who's keeping up with what's happening, between Elon Musk and the right-wing MAGA cult. Any Trump supporters out there? Because I really do think it's time for us to end racism now in this country, right? And it sounds like Elon has actually insisted and instructed every single Trump supporter to end racism. He's putting MAGA in their place because, and again, the reason that I have to get out here and say this stuff to you Trump supporters is because, congratulations, you've played yourself. You all thought you won. Anyone out there still believe they won? Any Trump supporters out there still believe that they won? Because Elon Musk is having, I don't even know how to describe what he's doing to these Trump supporters. If you're not keeping up with what Elon is doing, it's all about the H-1B visa, and how these companies in Silicon Valley are utilizing the H-1B visa program in order to bring and recruit top tier talent into this country. And so his supporters are realizing that when it comes down to it, Elon Musk is going to choose his money over the racism issue. All right. And as a matter of fact, that's always been his priority. Yeah. And Donald Trump, has anyone heard from Donald Trump yet? Because he's been radio silent, which means Donald Trump only used you Trump supporters to get the vote. All right, hold on. Let me see what I got right here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. There you go. That's what I wanted to get going on, all right?
Online debate among
Hold on.
A heated online debate among President-elect Donald Trump's supporters has exposed what's being called a MAGA civil war. Trump's tech allies, like billionaire Elon Musk and his longtime base, are deeply divided over visas for highly skilled immigrant workers. The feud exposes cracks in the MAGA camp between the converts in Silicon Valley and the loyalists on Capitol Hill. And it's a preview for possible challenges ahead over a signature issue of the president-elect's campaign, immigration. Torian Small joins us live from West Palm Beach with more. Torian, good morning.
So I want you Trump supporters to understand something. You're not that smart. Hello, the Queen Morgan. You're not that smart. And you're not that intelligent. And Elon is letting you know that there's no amount of racism that you can conjure up that's going to change that. You want him to invest in American talent. You want these tech companies to teach Americans how to program computers and be engineers. Well, how are you going to learn how to do that when you're spending all your time going after the LGBTQ and transgender stuff like that, and you're going after black people and you're demonizing people at the border? When are you going to learn how to pick up an engineering book? Have you Trump supporters thought about that? These smartphones that you're using, that you use to spread your hatred, your vile rhetoric, you don't even know how they're made. You don't know where they're coming from. You guys have really gotten yourself in quite a conundrum. You want to demonize people of color, migrants, and you're utilizing their technology. Look at Laura Loomer. You know who Laura Loomer is? She found out that she needs Elon in order to even be relevant. Elon, thank you. Thank you, Elon. I always thought that we had to destroy MAGA from outside, and we had to do it that way. But Elon, you are inside of the cult, and you are just sending these people over the cliff. You're sending them off the edge, and now a lot of them are actually questioning, did they get played by Donald Trump? Let me read to you some of the tweets. You can go on to X, ladies and gentlemen. We all deleted X because we didn't want to be on a platform that allowed racism and misogyny and bigotry to run rampant. But here's a lady, Anna K. Gorshish. I don't know. This is what she says. I officially regret my vote for Trump. Nobody said anything on the campaign trail about attacking legal immigrants. No, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to battle. Nobody said anything on the campaign trail about attacking legal immigrants or tossing out the H-1B employees. The top 0.1% means EB-1As and Os are of extremely limited value as an employment visa. I'm in favor of reform, but this new and startling restriction and nativist approach, to my Indian friends, I will not stay silent. You are not the problem. So it seems like a lot of Trump supporters are actually or people who voted for Trump are starting to understand that they sided with a party that promotes racism. And Elon is letting them know. This is what Elon said in one post. He's been taking them to task for 5 days. Maybe this is helpful clarification. I'm referring to bringing in, via legal immigration, the top 0.1% of engineering talent as being essential for America to keep winning. Trump supporters, you're so ignorant, you don't even understand what Elon is saying. Any Trump supporters out there that think Elon is in the wrong, I would love to actually have a serious conversation with you. And I'm not going to even hold anything back. I'm going to ask you, do you know how to code? Any Trump supporters know how to code out there? Any of you know how to program, or are you an engineering? If so, what type of engineer are you? Any software engineers out there that supported Donald Trump? Please put a 1 in the chat. Any software engineers? Derek, you're a software engineer? Hold on, Derek. All right, come on up here, Derek. Because I think, Derek, you might be able to help unleash the truth onto a lot of us in terms of what's going on. Derek, how are you?
I'm not a software engineer. I'm a process engineer.
You're a process engineer. You voted for Donald Trump?
Actually, I didn't vote.
Oh,
but if I would have voted, it would have went to Trump.
It would have went to Trump. So a process engineer. What is a process engineer?
Well, they do different tasks, but what I do is oil and gas.
Did you
I dry liquids? I dry liquid gases and clean them, and then send them back out.
Did you have to go to school to get training for that?
Yeah, of course.
What did you have to do in terms of schooling?
5 years.
And 5 years, was it a 4-year degree?
It's a 5-year degree.
5-year degree, and if you were
at my college, it's a 5-year degree. So Oklahoma State, it's a 5-year degree.
Okay, and so what did the degree say on it when they gave it to you? What you said you're an engineer? Did it say process?
Yes, processing engineer. Yes.
Did you have to take any math courses in order to get that degree?
Yeah.
What would be some of the math courses that you've taken?
Calculus, trig, all Calc 1, Calc 2, chemistry. It's endless.
So you have to be educated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you see anything wrong with Elon basically trying to make sure people who are of the top 0.1% are allowed to come work for him from other countries? Do you see anything wrong with that? Or do you think he should not do that and probably get some of these red hat wearing people out here that support Donald Trump that probably aren't educated? Should he invest in them to get them to do those jobs?
I'm always going to promote Americans. Always.
Yeah. So you think Elon shouldn't recruit top talent? He should make people here do that kind of work.
Correct. Yeah, I do.
But what if we were to bring a Trump supporter up here and ask them to program and code and they couldn't do it? Then what?
Yeah, but now an MIS degree, that's a 5-year degree as well. It's management information software, and it's.
But they got to go to school,
easy,
Derek.
There's new script. There's new script every day. They're writing new script every day.
Yeah, but the average Trump supporter doesn't know it.
That's probably true.
So
I mean, Java, I think HTML5 just came out last year. I mean, there's just new. HTML was one of the oldest, and now they're trying to revamp. But Java, there's tons of them.
Yeah, but you have to be an educated person in order to actually make contributions in these industries. And I think Elon
I think you have to have. I think you have to have a certain amount of common sense. Yeah.
Well, not just common sense. You have to have some of those
arithmetic,
courses, like you said.
I mean, sure.
You just can't.
But coding is not technically. If you can memorize, if you can remember, you can code.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Derek. We don't have the top 0.1% doing that in the cult, in the MAGA cult. You know that.
Yeah, no, we're way behind, man. We are like, I think MAGA's purpose is to equalize. There's too many of these politicians making too much money while they're
Derek,
in office, and none of it makes sense.
Derek, it does make sense. You got to have people that know what they're doing to do the
Absolutely,
job.
I agree. I wouldn't hire. You're right. I wouldn't hire somebody that didn't know what they were doing.
So, in other words, you wouldn't hire a Trump supporter to run any of the things you got going on if they didn't.
It has nothing to do with Trump supporter.
Actually, it does.
What they know.
Actually, it does right now, because I don't know if you're following what's happening. You have MAGA out here saying, Elon, we would like to have some of those salaries you're paying these people. We believe in closing our border and America first, Elon. We're not understanding why you're being so rude to us, why you're deplatforming us and calling us racist, Elon. All we're saying is America first, Elon.
Yeah, I don't really trust. I don't trust the whole Elon bit.
But you know,
I need to do more research on Elon, because I really don't know. I got a friend that he swears he's the devil, but I really don't know that much about him. So,
but you know, okay. So let me read some of the things Elon has he's recently said. All right, because this is, to me, initially I thought this was going to blow over, but you know, we know he helped Donald Trump get elected, correct?
Yeah, Pennsylvania for sure.
This is what he says, the reason I'm in America, along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong, is because of H-1B. So in other words, because of immigrants.
Yeah, he's referring to Germans and I think Swiss, I believe.
Then he says this, take a big step back and F yourself in the face. I will go to war.
Yeah. He's raw.
I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. Isn't that an insult to MAGA's intelligence?
In a sense, yeah, it can be counterproductive.
It doesn't seem like he respects their intelligence.
I'm not sure he respects. He's pissed. I mean, have you heard some of the stuff he said about Kamala and Hillary? He's mad.
Don't do any of that right now. We're talking about MAGA on MAGA violence. All right, let me read to you something else Elon said. All right,
MAGA on MAGA violence.
Yeah. This is what he said. All right. Let me see what I see. Yeah, you might like this. He goes, This is one of my favorite ones. He says, yes, cut the racism crap now. Who's he talking to?
People that are pushing racist agendas, I guess.
Who do you think that is?
Man, I'm not big enough for the world. I'm not going to pretend to know that I know anything about what he's saying in the context.
He's talking about Trump supporters. Can you believe we're not even into Donald Trump's inauguration?
Yeah, we haven't even started.
And we're already seeing MAGA having they're divided amongst themselves right now, because while they were promoting racism and pushing it, they lack the intelligence to understand that it's because of other people in this country that they have smartphones, they have their Teslas, they have the ability to do a lot of things. One of the things Elon did to some of these racist people is he's taking away their ability to monetize on his platform, got rid of the blue check mark. Who's really in control?
Yeah, nobody's in control. If you
Elon is in control, huh?
Total control.
Elon is in control.
There's no way.
It's his platform.
Well, yeah, X, of course, on X, he owns it. Sure, I would be in control of anything I own as well.
And so this is Trump supporters all of a sudden recognizing that, they got played. Because has Donald Trump said anything?
Bro, it ain't even started yet. Just wait and we'll see. Once it happens, once it really starts happening, and then we see if we start seeing it start going right or left or wide, or we'll see in the future. But
has Trump said anything?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Because these people that worship him, they don't got enough money like Elon. Remember how they used to blame Joe Biden, Hunter Biden? Look at them now; they're fighting amongst themselves over racism.
But I've heard a lot come out about Joe. Like he shouldn't have been in office back in May. He was incompetent.
Derek, those people who were saying that they had
worked on his campaign. They worked on his. What was her name? Lisa Lee or something like that.
I wouldn't even bring her up. She's desperate for attention. There's a lot of people who can't take losing. I'm one of those people that don't have a problem with that.
But what about the individual's voice?
I'm like Michael Jordan. You know what? We didn't win this thing, but next season when we come back, we're going to be 10 times stronger, bro. Y'all better get out of the way. That's how I am. I take losing.
How about this?
I take losing personally.
But for now, let them do their job and don't stand in their way like they did the last time.
And that's the beauty
of
this.
There was General standing in his way last time. But I think everybody needs to clear the path and let the man do his job.
But Derek, I agree with that. This is why this situation that we're in now is so beautiful. The Democrats have nothing to do with Elon Musk deplatforming MAGA on his own platform and calling them racist. We have nothing to do with that, because it's clear Elon helped MAGA get in the White House. If it wasn't for Elon, MAGA would have gotten steamrolled by Kamala Harris. We all know that.
We don't know that, bro. We don't know that he was a popular vote. We don't know that.
If Elon did not do anything to help Trump, Kamala would be your next president. Case closed.
That's not true. He helped with Pennsylvania. That's true.
Thank you.
It did help him win, but I don't think that...
Derek, he used his entire platform to help Donald Trump.
Because he was prosecuted by the other side.
No, whatever
it's
you're
like
just...
You got to choose a side. If one side's trying to harm you...
Derek, be honest. Be honest. His platform is where MAGA lives and thrives. Without Elon Musk, Derek, Trump would have gotten steamrolled. He had way too many flaws that Americans would have never given him a
magical ball. Zeus, I don't have a magical ball. I can't tell you that, man.
Well, look at the dollars Elon allocated, bro. Look at
the money that Kamala allocated, and it's still the same thing. Like she didn't win, and she spent more.
She barely lost in terms of the popular vote. All right, it's not that the margin isn't really that big. Number one, but number two, she came in how many days? 107 days. She didn't really get the full runway. Donald Trump as a former president should have blown her out the water without Elon. All right,
we're gonna see because she's running again apparently.
Derek, you know what the thing is? What we're seeing right now. I don't want to talk about all of that. I want to talk to you and make sure you and I know what it really is.
Zeus, I respect your point of view.
Elon runs X. That's what it really is. That's not my point of view. That's what it is. Democrats aren't on X like that.
Listen, Zeus, you can watch 7 people
You're
can
not
watch
listening.
a cow get butchered, but all 7 people are going to have a different story about what happened because they all see it from a different angle.
That's called perspective.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And I'm not saying you don't have a unique perspective, Derek. But what I'm saying is we have to understand power, and we have to have an understanding about logic. And I don't think you would be a successful process engineer if you didn't have the ability to have that ability, to see it.
Yeah, it's logical.
We agree.
Yes.
We agree. The numbers speak for themselves. Most Trump supporters, they do their thing over there on X.
I'm not on X, Zeus.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't know. Okay. We also agree Elon owns X.
Yes, I do agree about that.
Elon owns Tesla. Elon owns SpaceX. So
SpaceX, yeah.
Elon has power.
But he's not going to live forever.
Why? No one lives
It's not like he's going to take control over the United States. He's just a guy with a lot of money.
Well,
and he's trying to protect his money.
And I think this, Derek, is the issue. A lot of people who voted for Donald Trump thought what you're saying. They thought just like that. But what they're finding out now is Elon is basically the president.
No, that's just a spin. He's not. You think he's more powerful than Donald Trump? Donald Trump he's got the White House. He's got the Senate. He's got the House. He has an entire platform built around him by Elon. And not only Elon, he's got other social media platforms that are built around him. He's one of the most powerful men in the world. You can't tell me that Elon is going to come in and do anything. Donald he is the most powerful person on the planet.
You think Trump is?
Yes.
You think Trump's more powerful than Elon?
Absolutely. He's about to be the president. Yes, he's more powerful than Elon. Think about it, Zeus.
You know what? Why is Trump having all of these problems before he's inaugurated then? Don't you think? Remember? Because think about when Trump says stuff like, it'll never happen if I was president. The conflicts going on in Ukraine, right? He talks
because it wouldn't have happened, bro.
He talks like
it's a money laundering scheme.
But he talks as though problems don't happen when he's in charge. But now we literally are witnessing 2 factions within his party fighting. We're seeing the nominations that he's selecting not even making it in some cases to be, become the next, whatever it is he's picking them to be. He's not really that powerful. Actually, it was Elon who got that spending bill stopped.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know much about it, and I just
want
to say one more thing. I respect your opinion, bro, and I respect what you do on here, even though you're the opposition on the other side. I respect what you do on here, but it's all perspective, bro.
But it's perspective.
It's all perspective.
But Derek, when your paycheck, I'm assuming you get paid, when that money comes in too, you have a perspective, but that money's in your account at the end of the day. And so what we got to talk about is the real. The real thing is Trump supporters, for the most part, they don't control Elon. Elon controls them. He gives them the voice. And if he takes it away, that's it. You're irrelevant. And that's what he's making. That's what he's making. That's what he's making crystal clear to all of those so-called big voices out there. If you're on X, I'll cut your water off. You are not. And he said he's willing to go to war with this.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the war, Derek? A person who probably makes $25,000 to $30,000 a year, living in their grandmother's basement, or Elon Musk? Come on.
The mass will always win, bro.
Elon Musk. Just say it. Derek, just say it. We're real people. The person that's got the power is going to win, right?
Man, in the long run, no, the people will, because there's only power for so long. Because in the end, you need the people. Even though you have money, you need the people. And if you don't have the people, you lose the money. And that's just how it works.
But Elon has the ability to get people all over the planet, Derek, and do what he's doing. And this is the disconnect. A lot of people in this country, especially Trump supporters, they think racism alone makes them superior.
I hate that word. I hate that word. I'm so sick of hearing about racism. I am so sick. When I grew up, bro, I didn't know the difference until I looked in the mirror with my best friend and we were two different colors. And I was like, what the that's weird. Why aren't we the same color? Like, why do we look so funny next to each other?
Well, if you hate the word, the problem is you're supporting a candidate that thrives off of that, the entire MAGA base.
Now that's perspective again. Like this is just, that's all perspective.
They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet,
Illegals.
but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
That's how he won. That's what you call dog whistling, right? And you all,
bro, my cousin was killed by an illegal immigrant.
Wait, say unalive. Say unalive on TikTok.
Okay, my cousin was unalived by an illegal immigrant.
But violence.
And this was back in 2005.
Derek,
I've had this problem for a long time.
Derek, let's be honest. If we can be honest, it don't matter what part of the planet you're from, you can lose your life at the hands of another man. It has nothing to do with your immigration status. It has everything to do with, possibly for the most part, if it's a crime, what's going on inside of you, what's going on in your heart. That has nothing to do with your immigration status. I could give you thousands of stories about how immigrants have saved people's lives.
But so that's not the case. That wasn't the case.
It goes both.
It was the Mexican mafia.
But Derek, and I'm sorry that happened to you. But I think what's happening is people only want to focus on the negative when they're talking about things, especially immigration, and they ignore the whole wealth of things that immigrants have done to help contribute to this country. And I'll give you a good example of this. You know who Gavin Newsom is?
Yeah, I hate him.
He just said this. Elon Musk is right. He put this on X. Elon Musk is right when he said, quote, "You need to recruit top talent everywhere they may be. The same principle should apply to supporting our farm workers, construction, and trade workers who build and feed our country. Top talent is top talent." Do you agree with that?
No.
Oh, you don't think we should feed our country?
I do think we should feed our country.
Okay, so
I don't think we should outsource jobs that somebody else could do.
Okay, but Derek, let's come back to earth, buddy. All right, and I'm not saying this to be condescending.
I'm on earth.
I'm not saying this to be condescending, but in America, whether you think we should or not, it is what it is. That's what it is. That's how the system is running. Right?
But I know some of the brightest people I know are Americans.
Yeah, but they're not doing the work. And when you say bright, that's
they're being paid to do something else. But if we put them in place to do that work, give me an
example of this person you say is a bright person. What do they do for a living?
He's an engineer.
He's an engineer,
mm-hmm.
And they're a Trump supporter, red hat wearing.
Yeah.
Yes. And what type of engineer?
He does flare safety systems, so safety engineer.
Okay, so he has a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me an example of somebody.
He pays like $2 million in taxes.
Okay, give me an example of somebody you believe is bright, that isn't an engineer but should be an engineer and is a Trump supporter. You get what I'm saying?
Huh? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could use my brother for that instance. I guess
your brother, is he working?
Nah, I mean he's doing general labor right now, but he's
a Trump supporter.
But he writes script.
Okay, he's a Trump supporter.
Yep.
Okay, now this person, your brother, do you think Elon Musk would bring him in at the level he's at right now based on his qualifications?
Yeah.
Elon?
I think so.
You think
so?
Well, then
if he applied, I believe.
Okay. So why hasn't he applied?
You're saying you're cherry picking because you're talking about the top of the top.
He said 0.1%. He said 0.1%. So what you're trying to tell me is your brother is the 0.1% that.
No, but Elon's not hiring just the 0.1%. He's doing that to further. You see what I'm saying? He's not just only hiring 1%ers. He's hiring people. He's hiring everybody, but the people at the top, he's choosing.
Make that make sense. Either he's trying to be American first or he's not, Derek. And what you're saying to me is your brother is in the top 1%. He went to school, I would imagine.
No, not top 1%. I wouldn't say top
What
1%.
what is he?
He can
What
write script.
what he can write script? I mean, what would you say he's at percentage wise in terms of top talent in America? Where would you put your own brother? And he's
80%.
80%. He's in the top 80%. Jesus Christ, is he smarter than you?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
You just lost me. You didn't say that with conviction.
Because
so
I don't really know. I mean, I haven't really taken a test. I mean, we know different things, so it's like it's kind of hard to gauge.
Yeah, and so in other words, Elon wouldn't waste any of his time with him. He would rather go get somebody that has a proven track record, has obviously demonstrated that they have the ability, all right, to be very, very, dominant in that area of expertise, right? Because that's what this is really all about. If you're talking about things like the smartphone, all right, that's not something the average person can go and just manufacture in their garage.
Okay, let me ask you this.
You got to have the ability to actually, this is CEO level stuff. Steve Jobs.
Right, that's exactly
you
what
got to
I'm trying to
have, you got to be able to make sure you understand how, this group, maybe they're software engineers, maybe you have this other group, of coders, right? This hardware development team. You got to be able to look at all of these intelligent people and then have the ability to see what part of the world to go and get these talented people and set up things that you got to really be intelligent.
Yeah.
And
I would say so.
And I think it's safe to say most Trump supporters aren't. And a person that's truly trying to,
I don't think that's a fair statement to say at all, because some of the smartest people I know voted for Trump.
Okay, well, maybe you don't think it's fair, but Elon said
It's
it is. All right,
perspective,
and then I'll go back and add to what Gavin Newsom is saying. Gavin Newsom is saying the same thing. You shouldn't just restrict it to the tech industry, but all these other areas where immigrants actually contribute and do what they're doing, we need to start looking at it at that level. All right, a lot of Americans, if they were as good as they say they are, they would be doing those kind of jobs, but obviously they're not. And if you really think Elon should invest in Americans, you know what I think should happen? You should I would say this, every single one of these Trump supporters, get them off the internet and send them to a college and make them get a book and read it, learn, become more educated, become more cultured. Stop spreading racism and hatred.
But I think
they can't do that. They can't do that. So they're suffering.
Most of the people I know are trying to get further in their lives.
No, they're not.
I don't know what.
No, they're not.
The people that I know, hold on. The people that I know are trying to further themselves every day.
And they're not successful.
I don't see anybody sitting on the couch.
And they're not successful?
No, they are successful.
Okay, I'm talking about those who are saying that it's not enough to live off of, right? I'm not making enough.
Yeah,
I'm voting for Donald Trump because the immigrants. I'm voting for Donald Trump because the immigrants are taking the jobs. Those black jobs. And see, those people, they need to actually get off the internet and actually figure out that, I'm competing in a world with a lot of people. All right. And it isn't just about race. It's really about, do I have the discipline? Do I have the ability to actually teach myself something or actually be taught and then, rise to the top and become an expert at whatever it is? And a lot of Trump supporters don't have the ability to do that.
Okay. This is what the way I see the future happening. And this is just my perspective again, but the way I see the future happening is people just in regular receptionist jobs, they will be able to learn how to code. You won't be able to get a receptionist job unless you learn how to code. And that will be the future.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Well, I would encourage you to help the people that support Donald Trump that you speak with. I would encourage you to start telling them, spend less time debating about LGBTQ plus rights and transgender issues and pick up a book. All right? Because if they don't learn how to do that, guess what? They're going to find out, like they've been finding out today, Elon could care less about you because you're not putting any money in his pocket like these people are that he's bringing in, all right, on the H-1B visa. And you thought securing the border was going to somehow put you in they want it to be white America. That's what Laura Loomer said. She wanted white America. And so that means getting all the immigrants out. But Elon says, if you cut my money off, I'm going to cut your water off. And he cut her water off.
That sounds terrible.
That's what it is, though.
Don't pick a fight with a billionaire.
Thank you, Derek. Well, listen, Derek, great conversation, bro. I'm gonna move on. All right.
All right.
I want to
Take care,
talk to
buddy.
other people out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can
It's
see,
money, man.
yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Derek right there. As you can see, Derek is he's a Trump supporter, but I can tell you, Derek understands the difference between power and money. And a lot of you Trump supporters, I don't got either. You are all victims. Yeah. All right. And this is a good lesson as far as I'm concerned. David, you said Zeus going to code. I'm not a coder. I'm not a coder. All right. Let me bring up my next one of my friends. Hey, Nutty, how are you doing? I was wondering what your opinion was about all of this.
I was actually wanting to ask Derek because, like you just said, Zeus, out of all the people that I've ever heard you speak with that were on the other side, I absolutely disagree with Derek. But Derek is somebody I can have a conversation with.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, Derek, if you're still here, I would like to ask a couple
Oh,
questions.
Derek, are you here
If
still?
that's cool.
Derek, you got people who are curious about you. Yeah. I mean, and while we're waiting for Derek, let me ask you though, are you keeping up with Elon and the things that are going on X?
So no, I haven't been keeping up with the non-president elect. I haven't been keeping up with with him because he's
I
he's
was,
gonna do what he's gonna do. But to like Derek, what I wanted to say to Derek is that Elon Musk has way more power than Donald Trump. When you have never been elected to a single office in this country and you can affect legislation by threatening to primary folks because of your wealth, that should offend you, Derek. It really should offend you because that is a classic tale
Derek,
of your government being bought.
where'd you go, Derek? Nutty wants to speak to you. Yeah, these are very valid points. And Ray, I see you're in the chat. You want to come up here and speak to us real quick, Ray? I mean, are you okay? Because you're not that intelligent. If you're a Trump supporter, you're not that intelligent, and I think that's what the lesson here is. You all got played.
Yeah, he did. I mean, Elon literally affected legislation, and he hasn't been elected to a single thing in this country. He came to this country illegally. Y'all want to harp on illegal immigrants, but yet you want to give Elon Musk a pass. Y'all want to harp on illegal immigration, but yet y'all want to give Melania a pass. Like, we got to have one system. If it's good for the goose, it's absolutely good for the gander. You cannot continue to talk about illegal immigration when the people that's going to be in the White House is breaking or has broken the law,
Yeah.
with the biggest person being Donald Trump himself. And we got to stop saying we got to give him a chance. He had a chance 4 years ago. It was a colossal fail. Now, do I blame MAGA for putting him back in the White House? Absolutely not, because MAGA's going to do what MAGA's going to do. I blame the people who didn't get out there and vote.
Yep.
That's who I blame.
Yep.
Because if you think about it, Joe Biden won the vote. He won the 2020 election by 81 million. He had 81 million votes. And the fact that Donald Trump won this year's election by, what was it, 70 million?
He won this year's election. It was only 2 million, around 2 million.
No. I'm saying the collective vote total.
Oh yeah, it was like 77, I think.
Yeah.
77.
So where did
Hey Ray, come up here, Ray. You're hiding, and you turned off the ability for me to send you an invite. Why are you afraid?
He's afraid because all he can do is chirp in the comments because he doesn't have the. I'm gonna channel my inner Swervin. He doesn't have the testicular fortitude to get up here and stand on business. That's why he's hiding from you.
Well, I think it's a woman. I think it's a sister too.
Oh, that's even worse.
Because what do you got for her?
I got a hot comb for her.
Wait a second, you got a hot comb for Ray?
Someone outside the community Zeus, they don't understand that reference. I got a hot comb for her.
Or Swerve said the ovarian fortitude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
They don't
but
understand the reference.
she thinks that Donald Trump actually cares about her, Nutty. Would you please let whatever her name is, Miss Ray, I'm gonna call her Mrs. Ray. Could you let Mrs. Ray understand that Donald Trump doesn't care about her black behind?
So hey, Ray, whatever your name is, are you one of the blacks? Were you the one that he was referring to about the black job? Were you the one that he was referring to when he said, "Turn up the light so I can see my African Americans"? Do you really think someone who speaks like that care about you? It's easy for us to to try to explain this to people who don't look like us.
Right.
But to explain it to someone who looks like us and present as one of us, and I'm going to use that word as present because you can only present because you are a fraud, you are a fake.
Yeah.
And you never had a black card because it never was granted to you.
Yeah.
That is why you're a Trump supporter. See, the Trump supporters who look like us, Zeus,
Yeah.
the reason that they supported Donald Trump is because they're angry because they never were in possession of a black card in the first place.
That part.
And they don't know what it's like to be part of our community, and they long to be part of our community, but we won't accept them because of their ignorance, their unintelligent ways about them.
Yeah.
So the term that we continue hearing, that not all skin folk are kinfolk,
That part.
they wear that with a badge of dishonor because they know all too well what we're talking about when we say that.
Yep.
But just because you present as one of us, you will never be one of us because you will sell us out in a heartbeat.
That part.
You will sell us out for 2 pennies and a shake.
Butter and biscuits.
You will sell us out for a check that Congress appropriated that Donald Trump said, "I want to put my name on," thinking that it came from Donald Trump. When it came from the American tax-paying dollars. Donald Trump ain't gave nobody anything but herpes and, well, let me...
Oh, now you struck a chord right there, Nutty.
That's the only thing Donald Trump gives to people.
That part.
That's
Ray,
it.
you know you've silenced her, Nutty, so I think we've done our job with Ray.
Well,
because
I hate that because I really did want to have a conversation with Derek because, again, I disagree with what he was saying. I disagree with him, but I can have a conversation with him without yelling and screaming.
Yeah, we don't have to, especially at this point right now. You said you were muted on your other account. Okay. She said she was muted, so you came back, Ray, for more. Ray, won't you come up here and put a little meat on the bone then, all right? Oh, she's YT. Well, you got it on that side. We'll give it to you on the YT side, too. It doesn't matter. All right, so you had another account called Ray. Okay, that's wild, Ray. You wild.
Wow. So she's not even one of us.
I don't even know what to make of this. All right,
Well,
you know.
why don't she come on up and just explain herself so we won't have to continue assuming?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Ray, you got 2 accounts following us. Why not come up here and at least talk to us? I know
The picture that I see is she's white presenting. So, but anyway,
she's not muted. Okay. See, so she's just lying up there. She's just lying, Ray.
yeah, I'm not even going to waste any more time on her. But
Fair enough.
So Derek, the things that I wanted to ask, and any of you future MAGA that's going to come up here and have a conversation with Zeus, can you come in just answering this question? Are you okay with an administration that's going to have, what's the last count? Is it like 5 or 6 billionaires in it?
Oh, I thought it was 11. Maybe it's
Is
more.
Is it more than that?
I think it was around 11 last I checked.
But the fact that there's even 1
15?
billionaire,
Okay, so 11. Okay, I see 11 and then I see 15, yeah.
the fact that there's even 1 billionaire, that's too much, because if you all believe that there is corruption in politics, but yet you think that this is a good administration walking in with that many billionaires. How do you think they became billionaires in the first place?
Mm.
How do you think they became billionaires? They became billionaires on the backs of people of stolen labor.
But what about Nancy Pelosi, Nutty? You know that's where they
Oh,
go.
I'm
What
glad
about
that
Joe Biden and Hunter? Because you
well,
see,
one at a time. I will answer your question, Mr. Zeus.
thank
What
you.
about Nancy Pelosi? Nancy Pelosi came to Congress as a rich woman anyway.
Mm.
She's not a billionaire.
Mm.
Does she have a lot of money? Is she rich to our standards? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. But one thing that you cannot say about Nancy Pelosi, you cannot say that Nancy Pelosi has used her privilege to harm America. Because whether or not you believe in her and agree with her politics, she has a record to stand on fighting for the American people.
Bingo.
She has a record.
Amen.
What does Donald Trump has? What does Elon Musk have? Vivek Ramaswamy. What do they have? He has Hexit, whatever the heck his name is. This corporate billionaire who's coming in to run the Department of Navy. What do they have? But yet, these are people that you all have heard nothing about, but yet y'all want to give them to the keys to the kingdom.
This is
Y'all want to
nasty
give
work.
all of these people, these unvetted billionaires, the keys to the kingdom called America. But yet y'all want to get up here and say, I love America. My country, 'tis of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. The devil is a lie.
Amen. Preach it, Nutty.
If y'all truly love and honor this nation, if y'all stand on business called the Constitution of the United States of America, you would demand, not ask, not suggest, but you would demand that Donald Trump divest from every single business that he has before he takes the oath of office. You would demand that Congress uphold
Amen.
the Constitution of the United States that he's going to swear upon.
Amen.
Because they didn't do it the first time, what makes you think they're going to do it this next time around?
Amen.
Donald Trump can tell y'all that, look, he can show y'all that he's peeing on your leg, but yet he'll say, oh, no, that's a thunder shower. And y'all will believe it. You all will believe it. Because he told y'all, I'm not going to take my $400,000 a year. A billionaire saying, I'm not going to take $400,000 a year, which is my presidential salary. I'm going to give it to charity. But yet when we look at his taxes, it shows that he didn't do what he said he was going to do. But yet y'all want to keep believing this man. What's up, Demon? I will never call you JC. What's up, Demon? What do you want to say to me?
Look at this uneducated, short, fat little queer.
Nice.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Guess what? Guess what?
You don't know
I'm
shit
more
about
man than
nothing.
you'll ever be.
Tell
I
him,
am
Nutty.
more man than you'll ever be.
This is a guy right here,
So
ladies.
come with the insults.
You ain't a man.
No,
Why do you get up
Respectfully.
here and
respectfully, mods, please don't mute him.
You're
Let
a
him
little
hang
girl.
himself.
You're a little girl.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. I know you like to play with little girls,
You're built like a 12-year-old child.
Okay, that's enough
but yet I
of
was
that.
short and
Okay,
fat.
that's enough of
Which
that.
one is it?
Oh
Which
my
one
God.
is it? I was short and fat though.
So you see, MAGA, you see what we're dealing with. You just
See-
want to have a normal conversation, but obviously you see why Elon is taking the position he's taking. It's people like him.
But look, and why did he come up like that? Because he's triggered by the truth.
Amen.
Because
Amen.
if I'm lying about anything, I encourage any of you to come up and tell me what I'm lying about.
Yeah.
I will sit and I will listen to you. We will have a conversation on why you believe I'm lying. Come up.
And put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, real quick. We're really trying to, get to the bottom of what's really dividing this country. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter and you want to come up here and defend Donald Trump. All right, but you got to be honest. All right. Let me see if we have any ones in. No. Trash bait. You're not lying, bro. Okay, let's bring up Nelson. Nelson seems like Nelson might be reasonable. All right, Nelson. Now you saw what we just had to deal with. Yeah, prove us wrong. If you could come up here and not be a nasty human being.
Nelson is not showing on my end, Zeus. Are you seeing him on your end?
No, Nelson. I sent you an invite, Nelson. Go to the private room of the residence. All right, wherever you're at, and hit that accept. All right, I'm being very, very deliberate. All right, or send me a guest request. You could do that too. Let's see. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. I mean, this doesn't take all day to do. Why? I get it. You're getting your butts kicked. You're getting your butts kicked today. I mean,
will never understand these people who keep saying how much they love America, but yet they can't see the forest from the trees. They love America. How much do you really love America when January 20th is right around the corner, and we know that when January 20th hits, we're going to be met with chaos. We're going to be met with chaos. Every single day, we're going to have to worry about what has this idiot tweeted or truth or whatever the name of his social platform is. Where is his mouth going to take us that his checkbook can't cash that check? Because he talks a big game. He talks like a strong man. He talks like a big man, like he's so incredible, but he's weak. He is the weakest person out there.
how did you Democrats lose so badly? Oh, let's get this knucklehead up here. There you go. You know, they always reveal themselves. All right. Let's see. Willie Vanilli backup. Why don't you come up here, Willie Vanilli backup? All right. You know, it's hilarious that when they say things like that, you ask them to come up here and actually, you know, show that you can actually have a conversation and be civilized. They struggle to do it.
Because they don't have an answer to what we're saying. Because what we're saying is not a mere opinion. It is not a mere opinion. We're giving you factual statements. Like I recall, Zeus, that during the campaign, well, the non-campaign, because Donald Trump, he sat on his fat ass. He didn't really campaign.
Yeah.
He did say when he was elected, not when he took the oath of office. He said when he was elected, your egg prices were going to go down.
Are they going down?
But now he's walking back, talking about how he can't control those said egg prices. You all, I need y'all to educate yourselves. Pick up a book. Like start at the kindergarten level. Get a Dr. Seuss book. Oh wait, they tried to ban that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Try to get a book that they haven't banned. Pick up a book and start reading a book, and work on your comprehension skills. Because you all can't comprehend that at the end of the day, 1 + 1 will always equal 2.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter which math equation you take to get there, it will still equal 2. Stop believing that 1 + 1 is going to equal 50 because he said that he was going to bring y'all in. You're gatekeeping to a club that they're never going to let you in. And if it wasn't for the fact that Donald John Trump is indeed a politician who has sat in the White House and will be sitting in the White House again, he wouldn't even be in that club because Elon Musk wouldn't even be dealing with him. Elon is doing this for access to power.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. I'll bring you right up here. If you think we're lying and making up stuff, by all means. I just asked you to get up here and tell the truth. There we go. Red Wave. There you go. Red Wave. I sent you a guest. Well, no. Send me a guest request, Red Wave. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. We'll lower your taxes. All right. Let's go. Mr. Cake, Texas. Come on up here. Come on up.
So since I've been up here, you've had at least asked 10 people to get up
Red
here.
Wave is here. There you go, Red Wave. Come on up here. There you go. See, you just take some time. They got to be taught how to use the app. Red Wave, hey.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm great.
What part of the country are you in?
California.
You sound a little nervous.
No.
Can you articulate a complete sentence?
What sentence would you like me to articulate?
Thank you, because you've only said one word answer since you've been up here. So we just want you to have a conversation.
Yeah.
That's all.
Now you know what I'm talking about today, Red Wave, is Elon Musk versus MAGA. Are you keeping up with any of that?
Elon Musk is MAGA.
No lies detected there.
Well, what do you think about some of his recent statements that he's made?
I like him.
Okay, let me read to you some of the ones that he said.
This is going to be painful.
It sounds like trash bait, doesn't he? Sound like trash bait?
Yeah. And that's probably why. That's why we're getting these short answers.
Trash bait. Is this your backup account?
Don't be a loser, Zeus.
Why am I even? Lord have mercy. Red Wave, you're a sick and twisted person.
Zeus, don't cry. Stop crying. Let's have a conversation. Let's go. What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, are you able to at least have a conversation without being a terrible human being?
When I first came in, the first thing Nutty did was call me a name. Exactly the second I came in.
Actually, I was talking when you came in, and I didn't
get it back tenfold.
Why would you even do that?
Who, me?
Think about all the things, because honestly, you get up here and you try to act like you're some sort of church-going individual. Do you go to church?
No, I don't believe.
Are you a saint? Are you saint? Are you a saint? Do you see the comments that you're putting in my chat? I see them. You have a lot of this coming, so let's not get up here and act like you're a victim.
It keeps your chat going.
I don't need you. No.
The chat would go without you. Trust.
We do not need you to do that.
Zeus, I made you. When you only had 500, when you only had 500 followers, I made you. I took you to 1,000 followers.
You did.
Yes, I did. You remember you were the love guru, my man.
Okay. Let's move on, because I know you're the only one that believes that.
Okay, ask me questions and I'll answer them for you.
Okay, let's talk about the Elon Musk situation.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Are you for the H-1B or against it?
No, I'm for it.
Okay.
I think that everybody should be able to come in on merit. If they're smart enough, bring them in. If they're dumb, leave them where they're at.
But
so should we deport you?
No, I'll deport you for sure. You're the dumbest one in here.
No.
Should we deport you? I mean, see. I mean, you're triggered, guy. Because when you came up, I was talking.
You see, I said deport. I said leave the dumb ones out. He said so deport you.
Okay, but I'm talking. But Red Wave, I'm talking about MAGA. So it's clear that you believe there's not some intelligent folks in MAGA. Correct? Is that what I'm gathering?
There's not intelligent people in the Democrats either. I mean,
I wasn't asking you about Democrats. This
doesn't matter. There's unintelligent people on both sides.
No. We're talking about what Elon Musk is dealing with. He's not arguing with Democrats, so stop it. We're talking about the reality that you have a lot of folks that are in the cult you're in, because you're ultimate MAGA. Let's just be honest and put it out there. A lot of these people aren't that intelligent, and they don't deserve to have those jobs that Elon has, right?
Dude, you have a bunch of people in your chat that's unintelligent.
So you don't want to admit the truth once again.
What truth?
What I just said about Elon and the folks that you run with.
There's plenty of unintelligent people.
In the MAGA cult.
In the MAGA cult? What about the Zeus cult? The Branch Davidians down at the bottom.
So you don't. You know why I think this is important? I think that at some point,
I want as many billionaires on the administration as possible. I would rather they all be billionaires.
What about the people who want racism? They want a white America, right? Laura Loomer.
No one cares what Laura Loomer says. Did Trump say it?
Well, he does promote a lot of the things that her and her friends talk about.
Name one thing he promotes that says he wants a white America. Name one.
His whole agenda.
Name one. Name one thing.
No. His whole agenda, but he wants to do things like.
Name one thing.
No. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. All right. So
if you're going to make an accusation, you need to be able to say one thing.
She's been kicked off of it. She's been, her platform has been kind of deplatformed over there on X. Elon is making it crystal clear that he's not having anything to do with racism. Actually, he insisted you stop doing it. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel that Elon, huh?
If she's racist, put her out.
If? But doesn't that go against? But the whole thing he ran on is racism. You know.
That's MAGA's agenda.
Up there
Racism.
says racist stuff all the time, and you keep them on your platform
Oh wait, I say racist stuff all the time.
all the time.
So I'm going to use your own language against you. Name one.
Racist against your own people.
That's interesting.
Yes.
That's interesting. Please tell me more.
Yes.
Because I'm here to
Spit out the
learn.
names that you call black Republicans. Go ahead and spit the names out. Do I need to put the names out for you?
Give me a black Republican that you think we might be racist towards. Byron Donalds.
Coon.
Anyone that voted for Trump. It doesn't have to be that. They could be in your chat. You call them coons, bootlickers. You know what you call them.
Black.
That's what you call them.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're racist.
No,
No.
that makes you racist, Zeus. You're
No.
racist.
So Zeus, to my point earlier,
Uh-huh.
we should deport him. So because he's a dummy. Because apparently he doesn't know what racism is.
I know what racism is.
Apparently you don't.
Trying to use
because calling someone a coon, calling someone a coon, how is that racist?
Sociology is garbage.
Trash bait. Hey, trash bait.
No,
How
you
is
were
calling
trash.
someone a bootlicker? How is
You are a
that
bootlicker.
racism?
Yeah.
Answer the question.
We're trying to have a serious conversation with
Nutty
you.
is the type of black guy that tries
No.
to keep other black people in their place.
I gotta do it for you. Hold on.
Silence!
I gotta do it for you. So first things first, trash bait. You don't have any permission to say things like that because
Yes, I do.
You
Say whatever I
sir.
want.
Well, turn on your camera real quick. Show us how black you are. I didn't want
Say
to do
whatever I
it.
want. It
Let
doesn't
me
matter
see.
if I'm black or nothing. It doesn't.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
well.
You always say stop using race and identity politics. That's all you use.
Well, you want to be me? You do better than me, right?
No, I don't want to be you.
Okay,
You're
then do
5'2",
better.
110 pounds and bald. Take your hat off. Take your hat off. Just take your hat off.
You know what's funny? Hey Zeus, you know what's funny?
Take your hat off.
He likes
Take your hat off.
to get
what I
on
thought. You
here.
won't take your hat off.
He likes to get up here and talk about people's looks when you have your camera on every day that you're on, right?
Right.
When I've turned my camera on like literally all the time.
Yeah.
But yet does he ever come up here with his camera on? Ever.
Nope.
So you know
turned it on
what?
many
You
times.
can hey trash bait, you can keep your small hot dog energy
turned it on
because it's
many
not
times.
given. It's not given, my guy.
I understand
What you're
your-
mad
your-
about.
yeah.
Let me
I
tell you what you're mad
understand
about.
you're
You're
not
mad
the
about
Mandingo
because
crowd.
you're mad because your women want all this fine chocolate that they're seeing on these screens here.
W
what-
Nutty in the chat.
That's what you're mad
That's what it is. So
about.
how about
You're mad-
this?
You're mad because God didn't give
No
you
women
a
like
garden
feminine
hose of
men
your
like
own.
you. You're feminine,
You're mad
Nutty.
because God didn't give you a garden hose of your own. He just
Nutty,
gave you a
you're feminine.
toothpick.
I gotta
Don't be
mute
mad
him.
at me for that. Be mad
You
at
gotta
your
mute
creator
him.
for that. Be mad at your creator for that.
You're feminine.
I
You're a
gotta
feminine
mute him.
man.
So trash bait. You're obsessed with Zeus, Big Zeus, as a matter of fact.
No, not
you,
obsessed.
you
I told
hold
you
on,
you're
hold on.
110 pounds.
Well,
One
that
second.
again, you lie a lot. So number two, you want me to do things. He wants me to actually show him how big I am. I'm not gonna do that. All right, I won't show you. I won't show you how big I am, but I promise
And you're
you.
bald.
I promise you.
Take your hat off.
And I promise you, though, I would embarrass you, though. Okay, and I don't say that lightly.
No.
Everything that
My
you want to be in.
forearms are bigger-
Hold
my
on.
forearms are bigger than your bicep.
Okay,
Those are
okay, yeah. Okay, all right. So yeah, if you could, why don't you get your main account? How about this? How about this? How about this? You go get your main account, all right, and then you go bring your. Oops, hold on, Nutty. Send me a guest request back, Nutty. We weren't done. Go get your main account, all right, and then what we'll do is we'll turn the camera on and we'll put this to bed, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send trash bait straight to the lake of fire. No, nothing of substance. Go get the main account.
Silence! You MAGA demon!
Trash bait, get the main account. Come right back up. Turn the camera on, and we'll put all of this to bed. All right, good. So yeah,
You know what's crazy, Zeus?
What's
you know
that?
What's crazy? People think by coming up here and calling us names, they think that's gonna hurt us. You haven't said anything that we haven't heard before. I mean, we're grown ass men. I can take you calling me a little girl. I can take you saying that I'm feminine. I can take all of that. I can take all of it.
Yeah,
But
bald, five,
what
what do
you
you say,
can't do,
5'2", whatever. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, but what you can't do, you can't come up here and outsmart me, and that's what triggers you. It's because you know you will never have even an iota of the intellect as two black men that's on this panel.
Bingo.
And that triggers you to no end. That triggers you.
It does. Every time we brought up questions that we wanted him to answer, what did it always turn into? The same old childish things that, people who haven't evolved do when they are losing.
Yes. So go ahead. Call me feminine. Call me 5'2", fat, and then call me a stick child. I'm like, you don't even know what you want to call me because
Yeah.
you glitched out.
Bingo.
So,
Bingo.
Zeus, no one else is gonna come up with me, so I'm gonna say thank you for letting me up.
All right.
But I am definitely gonna be in the chat, and
All right.
so I might be requesting again, sir. I
Fair
appreciate
enough.
it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, W Nutty in the chat. Let's go. No lies detected. Yeah, and so this is the divide. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen, and this is kind of why I decided to go live today. MAGA, they're fighting amongst themselves, and the issue really is about racism. Elon Musk is doing a number on you Trump supporters, letting you all know that unfortunately, if he has to choose his money or being racist, he's going to choose money. And with that means you all need to wake up and understand that you are not in control of a thing over there on X. Without his platform, you all wouldn't have voices. And you know what we're witnessing? It's pretty much the beginning of the end for a lot of you Trump supporters. If you don't got any money and all you have is those red hats and your racism, your misogyny, your bigotry, your xenophobia and all that, he's going to make sure you don't have a voice. And that's just what it is going to be. And I think, you know what? As long as we silence you MAGA demons like I do, right?
Silence
Remember,
you MAGA demons.
as long as he's silencing you, Donald Trump might not get in trouble. All right. And so I look forward to it. All right. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Who do we got next? All right. My sister Bounce. You said you had something that you wanted to say. Welcome. How are you doing? Either way, call me a racist. You don't even know me. Oh, John, I know you, John. Come on up here, John. Bounce, where are you at, Bounce? I sent you an invite. John, come up here real quick. The thing about TikTok, John, is you don't have to wonder. You can just come up and have the conversation. I'm probably one of the rarest people, rarest black men you get to talk to and get an authentic conversation, John. So come on up here. Hi, Bounce. How are you doing?
Hi.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I sure
Huh?
can.
Well, how are you, handsome?
I'm doing all right. All right. Thank you. And they get mad when you say that I'm handsome, but it is true.
Yes. I was just so happy to see that eventually these two.
Wait a second. They said they can't hear you. You all can't hear her? Can you hear her?
Can you hear me?
Can you all hear her, Bounce?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I hear. Okay, they can hear you. Okay, I just double check. I saw people saying she's muted. All right.
So what I wanted to say is that this love fest between the South African and the third string quarterback is going to be over soon. And it's going to be the South African and Vivek, the VP. So he's really going to be pissed.
Yeah.
I just want to tell y'all something. Did y'all know that Elon's daddy has 2 kids with his stepsister? Did y'all know that?
Really?
Yes. Uh-huh.
See, I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that's sick.
It's true. It's very true. And so I'm just trying to figure out how safe women going to be at the White House. Because that's going to be kind of weird, I think.
Look at all these people saying yes.
So
wow.
What I'm saying, though, sir, is that we have 2 degenerates. this man, I'm sure something about him is going to come out soon. And I have to reiterate what Straight Facts said. Straight Facts said that the only reason why Elon turned into a Republican is because he feels that the Democrats changed his daughter, made his daughter or son have a sex
Oh.
change. And so he's a little upset about that. Did y'all
Well,
know that?
I see. I didn't know that, but it's so funny. It's the hatred that these people have in their hearts that has them at odds with each other, right? You hate this, I hate that, we all hate this, so let's vote for Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
And then they all vote for Donald Trump, and now they fighting each other.
And now he says that the red hats are lazy. And so now they're fighting over immigration. They're fighting over everything. See, the thing is this. If you get rid of our brothers and sisters, our immigrants, because if you get rid of them, they know that this country's going to go to hell in a basket.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs to work. And that is the truth.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to work.
So do you think that Elon is right to say that businesses should be able to bring in foreign people from other countries that are top talent? Elon says that we should be able to do that. You agree with that?
No, I think that he needs to find the talent that's right here. Because in our black communities, we're highly educated.
Yeah.
And we can do just about anything. Because we have. In fact, if we didn't have all our black ancestors prior to us.
Well, okay, let me ask it this way. We're talking about within MAGA, all right?
Yes.
Because they are the ones who are insisting on closing the border and deporting all these millions and millions of immigrants because they want to make it a white country, right? This is what Laura Loomer was saying. So now you have a faction of Trump supporters saying sort of like what you said, right? Elon, we would like to make those hundreds of thousands of dollars and work for you. Why are you giving that position to somebody from India when you could,
Because he doesn't have to pay India. Because if you notice, when you call in anywhere, you getting somebody from India on the phone, period. In the customer service.
Okay. But we're talking about the high paying jobs,
Yeah,
right?
no, I know,
Engineers
but
and
he's cheap. He doesn't even want to pay the people that work for him at Tesla. So
Got
if
it.
he brings these people over here, he don't have to pay them what he would have to pay Americans.
Got it.
That's all I'm saying.
But shouldn't he do that if he's taking advantage of those people? Shouldn't he take advantage of these people here who would take, they would love to get some of those crumbs. Why do you think Elon isn't going and looking into that? Imagine you have this ocean of people that supported Donald Trump, MAGA, and they're all wearing red hats. How come he doesn't just reach into there and grab, these people
Well,
that are?
because he said MAGA, especially
Yes.
MAGA, they're lazy.
Oh.
He said they're lazy.
Oh. But Bounce, I'm white.
He said y'all is lazy.
Oh. But what about my white skin?
Y'all
Doesn't
are still lazy.
Oh.
Trump said you're lazy.
Oh.
I mean, not Trump. Elon said you're lazy. But then they're lazy because, look, they voted for Donald Trump, didn't they? You had to be lazy to vote for him. Because Trump said that the immigrants were taking the black jobs. Now, personally, I have never worked in the field, sir.
Right.
Never. And so I didn't know what black job he was referring to. But Elon don't like black people at all.
But he will hire you if you can make him some money, though.
He
Because
will
if it comes,
hire you if
right?
he can make you some money. But what I say to everybody else, stop buying them raggedy cars. Those cars, I have one. And I'm here to tell you that is a raggedy piece of machine.
The Tesla?
Yes, it is.
Lord
I
have
feel
mercy.
every bump that I go over in my Tesla, and I have a Y. And I feel every bump.
Maybe.
And it shakes.
Yeah.
And it's been tuned up. I only got 27,000 miles on it, and I've had it since 2022. So that lets you know that I'm not really driving it that much because I don't like it.
Wow. Well, you really, put a fork in this Elon thing, Bounce. I don't know how you did it, but you did it.
And so I say stop buying them big old trucks because they ugly. Don't buy no solar from him. They got other solar companies out here. Don't buy solar panels from Elon Musk and have them solar panels up on top of your house and they say Tesla.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Buy from Americans. Stop putting your money in these big corporations. Go to ourplugs.com.
Shout out to ourplugs.com. Always got to plug that in.
Keep all our $1.7 trillion in our own communities, in our own neighborhoods. And just so you know, our plugs invites anybody in that's not a MAGA. So you can come that's not MAGA. We don't do MAGA.
Lord.
We don't do MAGA. We don't like MAGA. I'm never walking with MAGA.
Oh my God.
A kumbaya moment with MAGA.
Oh my God.
I'm doing none of that with y'all. Well,
How did it get to that point with you and MAGA? How did it get to that point with you and MAGA, Bounce?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, my dear friend.
Uh-huh.
When people start calling us the N-word and thought that was okay to do,
Yeah.
calling us, our black women, bees. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Calling us that, saying that we got baby mamas, baby daddies everywhere. We're not educated. We're more educated than the most educated white woman.
Wait a second though, but these are people who, when I speak to them, they tell me that they are people of faith and that they follow Jesus Christ and they're Christians, correct?
No, even that man over there in Russia says Jesus is black. So I pray to the black Jesus. I don't pray to the blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus. Propaganda that the YT people want you to think so they can control you. Because see, you can't even go into those Christian churches, Christian national churches, when they don't practice what they preach. They are the same people that are like Donald Trump and like Epstein. They want to hide. They want to hide in the closet and peep out like Lindsey Graham. And so they commit more sin than anybody.
Oh.
They sit there in that pulpit and control all you MAGAs. Even you people in the trailer park, y'all gonna have a for sale sign in the trailer park. I don't know how you're gonna get your trailers out of there. Don't be difficult.
No lies detected.
You have to find somewhere to park on the street if you can with your double wide.
Wow. You know, Bounce, you have a very unique way of framing the way the things are, and I do see a lot of people they agree with you. So thank you for telling us that truth, because part of what I like to do is I like to help a lot of the folks who think they're going to heaven, help them understand that they're going straight to hell, and we don't care at this point because we tried to help them.
No,
right?
That is true. Because let me tell you something. They want to eat my sweet potato pies. They want to eat my pound cakes. They want to eat my greens. They want to eat my lamb. They want to eat all the food that we cook and claim it as their own. And it's not your own because y'all don't know how to season.
Oh, that's a low blow, Bounce.
Well, it's the truth. I'm not having. Don't you bring no.
Did you say mac and cheese too, by the way, and catfish? Because I like.
I make all of that. Guess who came to my house?
W bounced in the chat. Y'all know exactly when she started talking about that stuff. Y'all all went there mentally, just like I did, and you knew. Oh yeah, that's real food right there. All right, so that's serious business.
To my house, brother. Guess who came to visit Mama?
Who?
Straight facts.
Oh, W straight facts. Yeah.
Mama had the people at the hospital thinking that her daughter, well, she claims straight facts is her daughter.
Yeah.
They had the nurses and the doctors thought Mama had a real live talk show host.
She's famous and she's surrounded by a lot of love. I mean, I can understand how they came to that conclusion. That's normal, right?
Yes. And Mama was so proud.
Oh,
well, Mama, I'm your daughter too. She said, I know, but my daughter came a long way to see.
Hey, there you go. W straight facts once again. This is what we're talking about. It's a lot of love when you show up and show out like that.
That's the thing, Zeus, is that no matter what MAGA tries to do to tear us down, report us, or do anything,
Amen.
we still have respect and love for our community and our people.
That part.
If we can just keep our $1.7 trillion in our own communities,
Amen.
we can break them.
Amen.
We don't need nothing they have. Find you some black farmers that actually do organic meat.
Amen.
Find you some farmers that do organic eggs, because you know the law says that you only got to do 2 years of grass-fed eggs, and then you don't have to comply anymore.
Amen. Let's go. Tell them, Bounce.
You still don't know what you're gonna get, because hell, Elon might have laid one of them eggs, and then you really gonna be messed up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
you go.
So that's why I'm happy to see that Elon and Vivek, Vice President Vivek and President Elon, and our third string quarterback, Donald Trump, he's the third string quarterback. I'm glad that they are fighting within each other.
Amen. Because they can't blame the Democrats, right? And that's what this is all about.
No, and you know what else I'm happy about?
What's that?
We'll talk about Laura Loomer. But Laura Loomer can't stand black people. But our lips don't look like hers, but she thought she had the concept of black lips.
Woo! I saw that. Well, you know, I just like the fact that Elon is deplatforming her and a bunch of these people who are on the right that really fell for what he was selling. All right. And now, and now, you know, we don't really got to hear about it when they start trying to bring up the Democrats and Hunter Biden and stuff. No. This is your problem, and you guys got to fix it. All right.
But did Elon not say that we were going to hurt for 2 years or something like that? Did he not say that? So when he said we were going to hurt for 2 years, my dear friend Zeus, was he just talking about the black people and the Latino people? Wasn't he talking about those MAGAs that he can't stand?
Yep.
He don't like y'all.
Yep.
He's not. He's the same man that wanted to promote. Before all of this, Elon was a Democrat. Yes, he was. Until his son or daughter changed on him, and then he got pissed.
Yep.
He was a Democrat, and he called himself making America green again by putting out his electric cars and caring about climate change and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
How can you run on one platform and then change on another, yet you got all these electric vehicles out here that people are trying to dump now?
Yeah.
And the second thing I want
and the value of his business, Tesla, it doubled, right? It went right up as soon as Trump won the election.
Yeah.
Definitely need to look into that.
Yes, and then what I also wanted to say was how, you know, Elon is trying to open another big plant in China. So how are these tariffs going to work? Can you tell me that?
They don't even know how to spell tariffs, Bounce, but they believe what Donald Trump says, which is it's going to make sure that they get more money in their pocket. These people, I tell you, they don't know anything, Bounce.
Didn't go the way that they wanted to, and they couldn't raise it. It's going to take them a minute to give these billionaires their tax breaks now.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm here for it. All right. Now listen, Bounce. I'm going to move on. All right, my good friend.
I love you too.
Love you too, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Bounce. No lies detected. It's always interesting when you get people to come up in the box and do exactly what Bounce does. Tell the truth and shame the devil. All right. Thank you, Bounce. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. All right. W Rick in the chat, and you want to get up here. The thing that I'm talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I got up here is because I want Trump supporters to understand that. Oh, W Rick in the chat. I want Trump supporters to understand you were conned. You were lied to. You were manipulated by Donald Trump to be in the situation that you're in right now. Now it feels like incoming from all sides, right? It feels like the Democrats are getting on you. It's feeling like these tech bros are getting on you, and your dad, this guy over here, that's why I don't have him in the picture because he's irrelevant at this point. Your dad has nothing to say while you're getting taken out. Congratulations, you played yourself. I love you too, Lisa. All right, so listen, put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter and you want to come up here. I'll talk to you. Don't worry. Yeah. All right. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, swindled by a grifter. That should be swindled by a grifter. That sounds like the name of a nice song. Why we should make a song called Swindled by a Grifter. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we got next? Oh my goodness. Who do we got next? Oh my God. Let's see. That is so sad. It is. Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. All right. Grifter for Trump. Oh my gosh. I'm looking. Oh my gosh. We don't have much time, ladies and gentlemen. This is a quick live. All right. I'll bring up my sister, Miss Morning Star. How are you doing?
What's up, Zeus?
Morning Star, how are you doing?
How you doing? Listen. Zeus, so MAGA is so mad. Let me tell you. So today, I don't know, Zeus. Today, I guess the girls are fighting, right? The girls are fighting. So I played a song for them earlier today. You know they took my live down today.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, they took me down. Because I don't know. Honestly, I was in there minding my business, you know, doing my thing, talking about our plugs, just, you know,
promoting,
actually talking to Dark Jazzy, you know, catching up with her.
Okay.
She's been having a few things going on. Just everybody send a prayer to Jazzy, okay? She got some things going on. She really needs our prayers.
Jazzy. All right, prayers up. All right.
So the hateful people, you know, they came through, and it's all because of this. And I got a song for their ass. Let me. Oh, I'm sorry, Zeus. I didn't mean to cut. Sorry, Mama. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got it. It's a little girl fight going on in MAGA world. Yeah. Hey. We about to throw them things. We about to throw them balls.
Wow.
We about to swing them things.
And they did it to themselves.
They doing it to each other, Zeus. So our job is to sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
That's our job. Our job is to sit back, listen, crack up, and enjoy the show, because they are meant to eat their own.
Yeah.
This is what they do. We knew it was coming. We just didn't know it was going to come before January 20th, right?
Bingo.
We knew it was coming. We just didn't know if it was coming before January 20th. But does this show
that Trump is a good leader, though? I mean, does this show he's really strong, like they're saying?
We know Frumpy wasn't a strong leader. You know, he's been quiet. He's been letting his kids argue, and he hasn't intervened. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't. He didn't even say nothing to Pootie Tang when Pootie Tang put his wife business all out in the streets. So he is showing who he is, guys. He is not the one in charge.
Amen.
He's not the one in charge. Y'all need to understand that. President Elonia Musk, and you know, Loomer, aka Saul.
Yes.
They are having this spat because, let me tell y'all in simple terms.
Right.
Okay. Elonia is saying that y'all are mediocre. Y'all not it. Y'all stupid. Y'all not smart.
And that's what I've been
This is what he's telling you.
That's what I've been trying to explain to these Trump supporters. They've gotten themselves into a nasty situation.
Yeah.
Where they're starting to realize right now that they're not as powerful as they thought they were. They don't have the mandate they thought they had. As a matter of fact, they got to sit down and buckle up. I'm just being honest with you.
You know what, Zeus? It's reality hurts. When it hits, when the truth hits and you can feel it.
Yeah.
When you have your own telling you, you know what, I gotta go get these H-1B visas. I gotta get these because I gotta bring I gotta bring smart people in here.
Yeah.
I can't bring dummies. And the people who wear the red hats are a bunch of dummies. I'm sorry. That's what they're telling you guys.
That's
You're
what he's
stupid.
saying. And he's saying no.
Say it. I didn't say it.
And he's saying, I don't want to see this racism stuff you're doing. It's not.
Yeah.
He's calling you out, MAGA.
He's calling you out, MAGA. He's from Africa, and he said he doesn't like this racism game that Loomer saw, aka Sawface, is doing.
Yeah.
You know, she's too racist, she's too radical, she's out of control. So he's putting a stop to it, Zeus.
Yeah. Yeah, and I look forward to Elon purging all those right-wing voices off of his X platform and making it a place of only you can worship Elon or get off the platform. Okay, because
I'm looking forward too.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward. Also, I know Vivek also said that they start training their culture at very young ages, like 6 years old, to be amazing, smart entrepreneur people. And he said that's the best bet, to go over there to India, and get some of those smart people, because y'all too damn dumb. Y'all just stupid.
So we're not playing the race card, so to speak. What we're helping you all understand is, if you would spend less time attacking the Democrats, right, and pick up a book and learn how to code or do something STEM related, then all of the hatred you got for these people, it would go away because you'd be so busy working.
You'll be working. You'll be doing something productive. If you would just, first off, you guys got to learn how to read. If you would go practice your reading, spend more time on you, because I'm going to tell you this, the Decepticons are already in the building.
Yeah.
Okay. The Decepticons are here, and Elon and Vivek and all them Loomer, all them other men, they gonna eat each other, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be fun to watch. But for the American people that are going to suffer behind this, it's sad for you guys. And you still are in that cult, in that trance.
Yep.
You haven't woken up.
Yep.
You haven't realized that, maybe I did something foolish. You still haven't picked up a book to read. You still haven't done that. You're still watching Fox News, and you're still watching all the fake interviews and all the fake stuff happening.
Yeah,
and not living in your reality. It's really sad. So I'm just enjoying the girl fight. I wanted to get up here because I wanted to tell you I had a song for him today. It was
listen,
girl fight.
I totally appreciate it. And listen, you're always welcome to come up here, Miss Morningstar.
Thank you,
right?
Zeus. Yeah, I'm on my backup, y'all.
This is your backup. So if you're not follow Miss Morningstar on this account, because you know what they're doing out there. They're trying to censor the truth because they're getting censored over there on X. All right.
And I don't even get it, Zeus. I mean, they won. What?
What did they win? What did they win?
I guess that's what they're angry about, because they really don't know what they won, but they're quick to say, we won, that's why you lost, and you lost that. But what did you really win when come and you make sure you support my brother every day, and you stalk my brother every day, and you make sure you come in here, you make his algorithms flow, and you make sure he gets his coins, and I just love it for y'all. So keep doing that.
Thank you. Well, listen,
keep supporting my brother. He tells the truth.
Thank you. All right, I try my best to, and I have to put up with a whole lot in order to do it, as you can see. All right, but we're going to do it, and we're going to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of, and we're going to watch MAGA self-implode, all right?
That's right. And everybody who's ready to get their business started or ready to get started with their own stuff, you need to go to rplugs.com and check out our website and get connected.
Amen.
So we can get back to community
Amen.
Work. We got work to do, y'all.
Amen. All right.
Have a good weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Morning, no lies detected. Ourplugs.com. All right. See, that's what you do. You call that keeping it in the family. I see a lot of you Trump supporters don't understand what we're talking about. Let me read another comment. Someone wrote on X. Her name is Michelle. Did we get played by Elon Musk? I'm so confused by What's going on here? Why are MAGA accounts being censored? Is this more than the immigration issue? Elon. Yeah, I wouldn't say that you were being played. I wouldn't say that you're being played. I'd say that, Donald Trump, if anything, played you. She wrote, "Hey, Elon, did you play us? Did we fall for your MAGA spiel like suckers? And was it all an act? Because this censorship of MAGA accounts and you calling MAGA and Republican names is not the America First strategy that 76 million people voted for." Elon Musk. T-Bag, if you don't mind, come on up here real quick. You said that Elon is not the MAGA leader. What planet are you living on? I think if you haven't learned anything from today's show, I'm actually proving to you that Elon is your daddy. He's the real dad. He's the man behind Donald Trump. I used to say Trump was your daddy, but where we're at right now, if you do not fall in line, whoever you are, T-Bag, whatever you call yourself, if you do not fall in line, that's your behind. He will deplatform you. He'll take away your blue check mark and your ability to make money on his platform. He doesn't care. And he said he is willing to go to war. What part of this don't you understand? You got to understand there's rules to this. There's rules of engagement. Okay, I'm trying to help you understand this. Trump officially said with Elon, okay, he sided. Yeah, he did side. Who do we have next? All right. Biden didn't pass the cognitive. Trump or 2025, please. You got to stop. Put a 1 in the chat real quickly if you're a Trump supporter. All right. We don't got all day to do this. All right. Yeah. How many of you believe that Elon is in charge of MAGA? If so, please put a 1 in the chat. If you believe Elon is in charge of MAGA, please. I want to make sure we get this. See this? See this? Thank you. This is proof. Okay, I see you, Deb. I see you. All right, I see all of you. All right, I try to be. Look at all of this. I try to be. Honestly, I try to talk to as many people as I can. But ladies and gentlemen, just like you, Zeus has other things to do sometimes, and I don't get to. It doesn't mean I love you any less, though. All right. But I appreciate all of you being so supportive. All right. So look at this, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, a lot of people understand. Yeah, I love you too. A lot of people understand what I'm saying. So to the Trump supporters out there, you have to recognize your issue now is not with the Democrats. It's with Elon. And I'm here for it. I'm going to make sure. Don't apologize. You have self-esteem. I get it. Okay. Well, listen, some people, I just want to make sure I get it out there. Right. I try my best to address a lot of people, but I only can do so many things while making sure we keep things rocking and rolling over here. Because as you know, what I like to do over here is what? Drill, baby, drill. I drill, baby, drill like you wouldn't believe. All right, so now let's get back to the show. Hopefully I can talk to one more certified MAGA demon, all right, and then a couple more mutuals, and then I'll get up out of here because it's Saturday. I normally don't do shows on Saturdays. If you're a Trump supporter, you know what to do. Please put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. You know where I stand on all of the critical issues, all right? So let's not get in here and play games. Control your rhetoric and at least try to have the conversation. Are you ready to understand? Are you ready to acknowledge that Donald Trump, he led you down a dark and dangerous path, and now you have no other choice but to, vote for Elon Musk. Support everything that he says and do. All right, President Elania. Some of you say it's President Elania. Hunter Biden, best Democrat you'll ever see. Yes, shout out to Hunter Biden. Dino, you think Trump is the best president? Cut it out. All right, cut it out. All right, President Musk. There you go. That's what I like to see. Dino didn't want to come up. All right. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the bottom. Trump is distancing himself from the cruelty. Yeah. Please run Kamala. We might run Kamala again, to be quite honest. We might have to. Or, as I like to say, I think actually Hunter Biden would be a better president. at this point, because we know what we're getting, right? I mean, and the people on the right that like to say, oh, well, he's a criminal, you don't really have a leg to stand on, because after you voted for Donald Trump, it's over. You will never be able to take the moral high ground. All right? You'll never be able to take the moral high ground. You'd vote for Hunter? Yeah. Yeah. But if Kamala were to run, I'd do it, either way it goes, because listen, the gloves are off. Seriously. All right. All right. So let's see. All right. Musk 2028. Oh my goodness. Look at all of you. You vote for Gavin or Hunter. Drain the swamp. Okay, Trump. Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat real quickly if you are a Trump supporter and you want to get up here and come to Jesus today, all right? Because really the only thing that I wanted to talk about is this H-1B. This H-1B business. In all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. What Elon is focusing on, and the people who are making money in businesses, even those who are not in tech, all of this talk about closing down the border needs to come to an end. Seriously. Oh, DJ, you want to come up here and talk to Big Zeus? I knew somebody would come back up here and come to Jesus. Because what I was going to say is all of this talk about mass deportations, it really does need to end, because a lot of you just don't understand how things work. Welcome back, DJ.
What's up, Zeus?
Yeah. So as you can see,
so you're for an open border? Is that what you're saying?
no, that's not really what I said. I'm just really trying to drive home the point today, because then I see a lot of people don't really want to come up here and have the conversation, right? But Elon has a point. You need, in order to be competitive in this country, especially with these businesses, you have to have foreign people involved, immigrants. And so what will it take for folks that are voting for Donald Trump and demanding that we secure our border and demonizing immigrants? What more do you need to see now than to see all of your friends getting deplatformed on his platform? The guy that helped your president get elected having to tell you all, stop being racist. This is business.
I'm not sure how you're interpreting what's going on as that. How are you interpreting it that way?
Well, I'm reading what he says. That's all. I mean, why does he say stop being racist?
Why did he say what? Say that again.
Why is he having to say stop being racist?
Whom is Elon Musk saying that to?
I would say he's saying that to the people on his platform, right?
Okay, I haven't seen the tweet, so.
Okay, so this is what he says. This is one of the tweets he said. I mean, I'll read it to you. He goes, "Yes, cut the racism crap now," and that was, as far as I'm concerned, in response to in the 2010s the focus on race and race relations. He has a graph, and he goes, "What happened to race relations was evil. Hopefully, in 2025, we can undo some of the damage caused by the woke mind virus and strengthen our social fabric." So he's obviously trying to attribute it to the Democrats, but then he responds and says, "Yes, cut the racism crap." And I'm like, well, he's talking to the Trump supporters. And why is he bringing this up? It's because we need to do those mass deportations. We need to close the borders, right? All that rhetoric. There's a group of people who voted for Trump, right, who really believe Donald Trump and Elon were trying to make America whiter. And now they're realizing...
What are they basing that on, Zeus?
Donald Trump's rhetoric, the mass deportations.
That he wants to make America whiter.
Yes, and Laura Loomer
rhetoric that came from Donald Trump that would lead you to believe that.
And Laura Loomer
saying that Elon Musk is responding directly to Donald Trump. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying Donald Trump, he used race. He did that dog whistle stuff to get votes. His supporters, some of the people who voted for Trump, believed that Donald Trump identified with them when it came to those racist points of views, right? And they thought Elon did. So all throughout the election, and even after winning, You guys, they're clapping. Oh, we won, we won. But now look at where we're at right now. They're having to come to grips with the reality that we can't get rid of people of color in this country. And Donald Trump's not going to do it. And that they've been played. They've been led to believe these two
I'm
guys.
sorry, man, but none of that makes any sense. I'm just a moron because I'm not following where you're going with it. Are you trying to say that Elon Musk and Trump are at odds? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe in this issue. I don't think on this issue, because I've heard prior statements of what Donald Trump has said about the H-1B visa and how there needs to be a legal way to bring people in that are of the top talent, right? So I don't think they're divided on this. But the base, the Trump supporter, the average Trump supporter who does not fit into that top 1% that believes in this thing called America First. Have you heard of that?
I believe America first. Absolutely. Sure.
When you say it, it probably means something to you. But when some of these other people say it, it means something completely different. And some of those people, when they hear America First, they're thinking white America first, right?
Okay.
So
I can't deny that does happen. I agree with that.
yeah, and
But
so
you got to agree that it goes the other way too, from the far left. Would you agree with that?
in what sense? And then my next question is, why would you even bring the left into this when this is a issue going on X?
Okay, well, maybe I misunderstood you because I thought that what you were saying was what he was saying was completely pointed, or maybe it's being received by a small percentage of the right. Is that what you were saying? Did I misunderstand?
It's pointed at the right.
The far right, though, is what you're saying.
All of the people on the right, because it's not the Democrats. We are not supporting Elon Musk, right? You know that much, right? We don't support Elon that.
Tell me why you wouldn't support Elon Musk.
He's supporting MAGA. That's a big red flag, right? He's MAGA.
Okay. So, are you saying his policies are MAGA policies? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
You don't like him. So you don't see any advantage at all in having Elon Musk in the position that he's going to be in DOGE. You see no advantage to that.
No, I really don't.
Okay.
Was he there when Biden was in office? Was there a DOGE while Biden was running the country? No. So I don't think there needs to be a DOGE, honestly.
So you see no waste in the government. You don't.
I didn't say that, sir. I'm just saying I don't think we need.
What is the purpose of DOGE?
I think Elon
what
has.
What does DOGE stand for, Zeus?
Department of Government Efficiency.
Correct.
But let's not get into this off the focus stuff. I really want you to understand where I'm coming from. A lot of folks believed that Elon was all about preserving their whiteness. All right, this is a serious issue. This right here, honestly, I was talking about Donald Trump getting impeached. I think this might actually turn into a situation, if not handled correctly, where a good portion of his supporters might defect. You don't see this?
No, not at all. I think this is a bunch of gaslighting, Zeus. I'm sorry, man. It is. I mean, the guy calls out not to be racist, and that's not good enough. There's some reason for it. There's some, the problem.
Okay, let me read this to you. Who's doing this? This is Elon's own words on X, directly aimed at MAGA. Now, remember, Elon is MAGA, all right? Because he's not talking to me. He's talking to other Trump supporters on X. And let me see if this is, as you say, gaslighting. The reason I'm in America, along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong, is because of H-1B. Take a big step back and F yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. Now, I would say that that's gaslighting.
What does that H-1B mean? What is that?
That's the visa that employers use to recruit top talent from other countries. And the real country that they're looking at is India, right? So he's bringing in all these high-level engineers to work for him in his companies. Okay. And he's making it clear to MAGA, do not touch my ability to make money because you're going to lose. He needs those people in order to make money. End of discussion, DJ. And he's telling them, you're racist, that's fine. But there's a line in the sand right here. And if you cross it, I'll deplatform you. I'll cut your water off. and he's
Would
doing that.
Do you agree with him?
Huh?
Do you agree with what he says?
In terms of having the ability to recruit top talent and
Yeah.
being able to be diverse? Oh, absolutely. And
Okay.
as a matter of fact, it goes to the next point that Gavin Newsom made. You know who Gavin Newsom is, right?
I'm
I'm
well
gonna
aware
read it
of
again.
Gavin-
He says
Gavin
Elon.
Newsom.
He says Elon is right when he said you need to recruit the top talent wherever they may be. The same principle should apply to supporting farm workers, construction, and trade workers who build and feed the country. Don't you agree with that, DJ?
Okay, so I want to make sure that I understand
Which goes back to where this conversation began when we were advocating that y'all need to stop promoting Donald Trump with this close the border nonsense and ignoring the reality that immigrants are helping this country. We're right back where we started, DJ.
Okay, but aren't we talking about Elon Musk is referring to immigrants they're here legally, correct?
Yes.
Donald Trump is referring to immigrants that are here without papers or illegally, whatever the correct term is. I don't know. Correct?
To a certain degree.
You're talking about apples and oranges. I mean, I think that Elon Musk is absolutely right. We need to hire the best talent. Period. Does I advocate that? Yeah, the best talent. Period. Absolutely.
I think absent of it being an immigration issue, there has to be the understanding that businesses in this country in various industries benefit from immigrant labor. Period. So the issue really isn't just are you here legally or not. The issue is we have a business issue going on, right? And we have an immigration issue going on, right?
Right.
And the fix isn't racism. The fix isn't being, using bigotry and trying to do mass deportations. That's not the solution. That's not the solution to the business situation going on right now in this country. And
I agree, as long as it's legal.
But
right?
no, because the legal
thing have to be legal. Is that what you're saying?
I have to say that. You know why? Because I've talked to a lot of people here on on TikTok, and whether you're on the left or right and you work in these industries, there's chances are you are dealing with somebody who might have issues with their immigration status on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
That's the reality.
Agreed.
So it could be illegal, but unfortunately, that's the situation that we're in because Congress hasn't fixed the immigration issue.
Are you advocating that a person that is here illegally should have just as much opportunity as a person that's here legally? Is that what you're advocating?
No.
Okay.
What I'm advocating is this, DJ. Cut the crap. Stop pretending like y'all don't understand that there's people who are here in this country without paperwork helping this country be successful.
I think I've agreed with you like 3 different times.
Okay. So then the crap that I'm saying needs to be cut is stop making it an issue about what's happening at the border and address it as for what it is. This is an immigration issue, all right? And this is also a business issue. But you're not framing it like that. You're leveraging or you're weaponizing racism in order to win elections. And now a lot of the supporters...
Am I weaponizing racism by using the terms legal and illegal? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You know why?
So because I prefer someone is illegal, that's racism.
It can be
Regardless
interpreted...
of whether they're white, Irish, Scandinavian, Mexican, African, it doesn't matter. It's racism.
It can be interpreted.
I hope that you hear that, Zeus.
DJ, you asked me a question.
You answered it.
I'm not saying it's always racism. I'm not saying that, but I'm letting you know it can easily be interpreted as that. Okay. So now that you're aware of that, you should not use it because you have to understand that in certain spaces, talking like that is what people who are trying to push racism talk like. Okay. So you can't be surprised when you get the reaction that you're getting, right? So a person that's
totally surprised.
So well, then that means you're obviously doing it to be disingenuous. You're doing it to be rude because if you were really aware of it, and the harm that talking like that causes, or even the fact that it may cause it, you wouldn't do it if you truly cared.
And again, just so that I'm clear. The language that you're referring to is me using the term legal and illegal.
And you're referring to people like that? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I would recommend you don't do that, especially
Well,
if you're
I
if
appreciate that. I really do, Zeus. But you're not going to silence me. No one is going to tell me how to talk. I mean, that's just
and you
this
know
is
what's
America. Just like you have every right to come on here and speak the way you speak, but never once have I accused you of being a racist, or never once have I accused you of being anything. I enjoy talking to you. We have, we've had good conversations, but I can't. That's a little bit far from me.
But do you understand that what you just said, right? You're not going to censor me and all that stuff.
Right. Exactly.
That attitude is what people on X had, right? And what they found out is there's a line when it comes to Elon, right? And now some of those who've crossed that line, they're finding out that, oh, Elon is censoring me. Oh, he is demonetizing me. And I've been bamboozled and I've been misled. So you got to understand when you're talking to people who's in control and who's not in control. And this is why I'm really driving this point home. A lot of the Trump supporters, a lot of people who've adopted these belief systems and they thought that this was actually going to be the way of life for the next 4 years, they're starting to realize, oh, I don't have that kind of power. And my daddy, who they thought that was their dad, he's not helping me. They're finding this out. So this is why I'm saying,
we went from what we were talking about before. Now you're saying that Elon Musk is basically taking, you said that he was shadow. You didn't say shadow banning.
Some have said that. Some have said that they're feeling shadow banned. This is a form of censorship. They're being demonetized. And remember,
even though the only reason he bought Twitter was to end that kind of behavior, right? Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he said free speech. That was what he was promoting.
So you think it's more likely that he's doing that than that he's not doing that? Okay.
It's not more likely. The people he's done it to, who are very powerful voices in the MAGA cult, are confirming that's what he's done.
Okay. So he pulled a Mark Zuckerberg is what you're saying.
And remember, y'all all like to talk about how Twitter censored Hunter Biden's laptop. And this is why I'm driving this point home. Welcome back to Earth. You all are now starting to realize that in this country, we all got to play by the same rules. And eventually...
I'm going to have to do a little homework on that because I find that hard to believe. As much as, I pay a lot of attention to what Elon Musk says. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I need to research that. So, because I find that hard to believe.
I don't have any reason to do a Saturday show, DJ, and make all of this stuff up, right? And this has been going on for over 5 days now. All right.
But can you understand why someone would be suspicious of that information, knowing what you know about Elon Musk?
I would, and especially if it's coming from a Democrat and you are a Trump supporter. I can totally understand that.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that DOGE is a good thing. I think we're going to disagree on that. I think that we need to see some, the curtain pulled back a little bit on the government.
But so say you go and look in and you find out Elon is doing all of this. Would you really still trust him with DOGE? I mean, this is the mind games that are going on. By the time y'all all wrap your minds around what's going on, Trump's going to be long gone and made a bunch of money off of you.
You do know that Trump's net worth has gone down since he became president the first time, right? He's made money on Truth Central, Truth, whatever his app is called, the chat app, Truth
Social.
Thank you. He made money on that, but his value, he doesn't even take a salary. So how do you figure this is a play for money?
DJ?
Yes, sir.
Elon is the wealthiest man on the planet, right?
Agreed.
And is he not camping in Mar-a-Lago right now? He's not doing that with nobody that ain't got no money. Knock it off, DJ. To sit up here and act like
Trump, or are you referring to Musk? I'm sorry.
I'm referring to Donald Trump.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Donald Trump is very transactional.
No question. The
And
man wrote the
he
book, The Art of the Deal.
and
Everything
throughout
he does is a business transaction.
and yeah. And so we know Elon donated a lot to his campaign. To say he took a pay cut, I'm going, where? You know what he's about to do. He's going to have Secret Services staying at his properties, ripping off the government. He's going to be taking money from various companies. He's going to be recovering whatever loss you all think he may have sustained during this past 4 years or whatever. He is going to go straight to the cleaners at this point with presidential immunity, bro. Come on, DJ. He's not doing this because he loves you.
With that fact that he's one of the few presidents that have ever his net worth went down while he was in presidency.
No, that didn't happen.
You don't agree with that?
No.
Okay.
I got too much information and evidence to show that Donald Trump, whether it was legally or illegally, he always figured out a way to grift. You know he sells $100,000 watches, right? You know he's selling the Bible made in China. Think about that. Bible made in China,
and then he's going to in a long time.
And then he's going to put tariffs on those Bibles and on those shoes. He's not. Do you really think Donald Trump loves his supporters, DJ?
I think that Donald Trump loves the United States. Do I agree with everything that Donald Trump says and the way that it's all? No, I don't. But I mean, the guy, I think he's going to try to do exactly what he said. And whether he's going to be able to, I can't answer that question. But I really believe he's going to try.
I mean, and that's unfortunately, DJ, why this live today was important, right? A lot of the supporters believe exactly what you're believing, right? And now they're waking up and realizing it's all coming down. There's no.
He hasn't taken office yet, Zeus. He hasn't taken office.
Yeah, but you can't.
Disappointing with a man who hasn't started his job
because he's not. He doesn't have their backs on this issue right now about immigration. Do you understand? This is about racism at the end of the day.
No, that's not a great big shock. I'm not trying to be smart, or but it's not.
Yeah, but Donald Trump doesn't have their back right now. He has the back of Elon, the billionaire. So what I'm saying to you is, you're right. He hasn't taken office yet, but look at how terrible of shape you are in right now. You're not looking very united. You're looking super divided, and
I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I think we absolutely need all of this conversation to happen. Yeah. Number one, it keeps you involved. Is that not true? Is that not true?
Oh yeah, I was involved either way it goes.
It keeps both sides involved.
Yeah, but
I think it's a bad thing.
But it is a bad thing in the sense that I think that we're resetting a lot of progress because we shouldn't have to have a conversation this trivial in 2024 about race relations in this country.
Agreed.
Right? It shouldn't have taken all this effort and energy to get a certain group of people to understand that, you know what, this is a country of immigrants. We shouldn't have had to go through this big exercise about, there's this kind of visa. So perhaps this isn't about shutting down the border. Maybe this is about passing a bill to help address immigration in this country. Sort of like that bipartisan border bill that we were trying to get passed while President Biden was in office. See, all of this is going to ultimately get us.
HR2 is? Do you know what HR2 is?
I've heard of it.
Okay. It's another immigration bill.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Okay. Now listen, somebody wants to speak to you.
Look it up. If you don't,
somebody wants to speak to you if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna bring up my sister Cabria. All right, hey Cabria, how are you doing? And then I'm gonna bring up my good friend Q Dog. All right. Who do we got?
What up?
All right, hey Cabria, hey Q Dog, how y'all doing?
Rainy day here in Atlanta.
Here we go.
All right. What? I hear an echo. Maybe is it you, Q Dog? Are you on? Let me see.
I don't know.
It might be you. Hold on.
Hold on. Is it me now?
I don't think.
No, it's not me.
Is it me?
No, I think you're good now. All right, but there is some background when you're talking. So what I'll do is, if you could just mute when you're not talking, that might make it easier. But
okay.
Ladies first. We'll go ladies first, and we'll start with Cabria. Okay, yeah. There you go. That's a lot better, right? All right, Cabria, are you there?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, how are you doing? It's Saturday.
How's everybody this morning?
We're doing.
I'm fine.
All right.
Hello, Q Dog. I know you're on mute or teacupping, whatever. But hello.
Hey.
Mr. DJ, you know,
Hey, how are you?
you spoke on a few things, so I'll tackle one of them, and I'll let Q Dog, and we'll just have a little banter here. So my question to you is, you say that you believe DOGE is good, right? The Department of Government Efficiency.
Yep.
So I say to myself, well, for one, that's what we have the House of Representatives for, right? And they allocate what we're gonna take, what we're not gonna take, what we'll pay. You know, we have to pay our bills, but what's gonna be allocated to each, what we'll cut from each, et cetera, et cetera. So now Trump comes up with this, Elon comes up with this DOGE, right? What makes you think two businessmen will cut properly? You have to remember, some people say, oh, the country should be run by like a business. No, the country should not be run like a business because the country is not a business. We're a sovereign nation. The country gets its money through basically taxes, right? Whereas a business, they get their money through product, whatever they're selling. Right? Now, what, I mean, I just don't see the Elon and Vivek, right? They're in it for themselves because whatever they cut, believe you me, it's going to be subsidized through the tax cuts that Trump is going to give for the millionaires and billionaires, and what Elon and Vivek will make because of these cuts, things that will benefit their pocket. So I'm trying to figure out, how is DOGE going to be good for me, the American citizen? It's not. Can you respond?
I think that's a great question. I do. I mean, but would you not agree that there needs to be some kind of oversight on government spending at all?
Well, don't we have the House of Representatives and
The House of Representatives passed legislation. I mean,
if I'm not mistaken, don't we have an oversight committee?
Yes, ma'am. We absolutely have.
Okay, so now once again, what's the purpose of DOGE?
So do you feel like it's okay to have? Because I mean, the irony of what Elon is doing with DOGE, not just Elon or whoever, the whole department itself, is we're talking about we're going to cut government, excess, but here's another department that we're starting, and we're going to hire this many people, and so there has to be some results from this. But do you really think it's a good idea to have the House of Representatives be the only one that watch them? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, you have an oversight committee.
Okay.
Right? And so then we get together, Democrats and Republicans, and we say yay or nay, right? So now if you have a DOGE, which isn't even a part of the government, so now where's this money that's going to come from, if, as you said, if they want to hire people? Now that's going to be more taxpayers' money, because where's this money going to come from to pay these people?
Well, hopefully they're going to be able to find fat to trim. But what do you think about just happened with the continuing resolution? It went from 1,500 pages down to 120 pages.
Well, what I think is, I think Elon should have stayed out of government business because he's not a government employee, him nor Vivek.
So as an American taxpayer, that doesn't make you happy that they cut that much stuff.
The reason why it doesn't make me happy is because they are not representatives of the United States. No one voted them into office, into anything. They inserted themselves into the American people's business. They had no business in our business. Now, if they wanted to be in the American people's business, maybe they should have ran for office. Now, Vivek, he tried to run for president and he lost. Yep. So maybe they should try on a lower level, like House of Representatives or the community, wherever they live in. But to insert yourself in business, no.
So I hear you correctly. You're saying if they didn't get elected, they shouldn't have a say in it. Is that what you're saying?
They have much of a say in it as you and I. When I have a say about something that I don't particularly care for, I call my representative or my senator, or I will write them a letter like I wrote President Biden a letter.
Thank you.
But I do not insert and tag along and just take over and tell the House of Representatives what they're going to do. No, that's not the way. And you may say, oh, we want to shake things up.
Huh? Did he actually do that?
Yeah, he inserted himself.
How did he do that?
Is he?
How did
Did he not recommend they don't bring that bill up? Do you remember?
how did he do it?
Oh, well, he whispered into Mike Johnson's ear.
No, ma'am. I mean, really, how did he do it?
I'm telling you how he did it. It doesn't really even matter how he did it. He tweeted it.
Thank you. Okay.
Bottom dollar is he knows they're gonna follow him.
He suggested
And
it on a
knows-
social platform. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
And he contacted Mike Johnson.
And he's also the
Knows Mike
richest man
Johnson.
in the
Absolutely.
world who backed Trump. I mean, let's look at the nuance of it, brother. Let's not kid ourselves.
Isn't he able to have his own opinion as well?
He's
Should he be
able to have his own
like you
opinion,
or
just
I
like
can?
you and I. But with that much power, come on now. It's just like do you own your own business or do you have an employer?
No, I'm employed by someone else.
Okay. So, like I'm employed. So I'll give you an example. This summer I had to go to a conference and I got a chance to eat lunch with the CEO, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness. But does he have a lot of pull? Yes. Did I say a few things to him? Yes. With a few other people that sat at the table. We had a round table luncheon, right? But now whether or not he took my opinion, I don't know. But he listened to us collectively as a group, right? Now whether or not they are going to insert some of these ideas we have, I don't know.
Right.
But we did it collectively as a group. But I'm no one to come to him and say, hey, you're going to do this. I'm not a trillionaire. I don't have all this money. See, when you have money, you have power. When you have money, you have power. And let's just stop all the nonsense, whether he tweeted it, put it on a toilet paper, sent it by a carrier pigeon. When you have money, you have power. And those less than, they will do as you say. And they all fell in line. End of discussion. There's no need for a DOGE.
Amen.
Okay. All right. Can I now? And I appreciate that. I think that you made some very valid points. But
I just want you to think on it, Mr. DJ. Okay.
and I will. I'd like to get a chance to respond, and it'll be quick. I promise.
Go for
But
it.
I'd like to think that I have as much power as Elon Musk. And one of the things about Twitter or even TikTok to a degree, even though it's pretty heavily censored, and maybe Twitter still is too, I don't know. But it's, he goes out there and he has the right to post that information and he has the right to give his opinion. Do you not agree with that?
True, he does have that right.
And he does have more power because he has way more followers than me. That's for sure. But I think that's one of the things that made people want to follow him because he's not afraid. He's one of the few businessmen out there who's not afraid to stand up to the woke crowd. He's not afraid to stand up to the right. And Zeus, you just said that, he stood up to what he considered to be the racist part of the right wing and say, enough. So that's why I support Elon Musk.
Okay, well, more power to you.
Well, wait a second. I thought you voted for Donald Trump, but okay, I'll take that. It is what it
I
is.
absolutely voted for Donald Trump. But is Elon Musk not part of Donald Trump's team?
Elon Musk is Donald Trump's. He is Donald Trump's team.
I think you're forgetting some pretty big parts. You got J.D. Vance. You got
Elon Musk purchased his position with Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. What about Tulsi Gabbard? Did she purchase hers?
Well, the crazy thing that I'm listening to you while I'm hearing the whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that I really have a curious mind about is one thing you mentioned. You said I believe I have as much power as Elon Musk. Well, when you have privilege as a YT man, that might be true. You have more of a say, and people are going to listen to you before anything. Just like some of the people that's in the chat, I'm not going to mention their names, but someone made mention about my mother in the chat, and my mother's deceased. That's a sensitive subject, so I got 2 words for that particular person: on site. But when it comes to a point of not being on social media and expressing yourself, and you get pushback, then you want to play the victim game. Well, I didn't know they were going to act like that. I didn't know they want to call us thugs and so forth. Anybody that is not white tee. And then when we talk about the racism and whatnot, it's like you got amnesia. Like you don't know what the word means or how it is. In a particular way, that may be true because you don't walk around worrying about having the police pull you over, or you don't worry about your children making it home safely. Educating them on how to react to the police, what to say and what not to say. See, that's the difference between white tea men and women and people of color. You all don't have those conversations in your living room or at the dining room table. And that's a big what's the word I'm trying to say?
Get it out.
Friendly. It's very condescending.
That part.
When you say, well, I don't know what you're talking about racism. What does that mean? When we see it every day on social media, in the news, on our streets. It's been going on for a century. You know that all the way back to Rodney King.
Oh.
So please don't say what is racism? What does that mean? You know exactly what it means. It just doesn't mean that to you. So I want to be very politically correct when it comes to that. Yes, we're having a good conversation and whatnot, but we all grown, like Zeus says, and we all have a mind.
Yeah.
We can see, we can hear, and we can think. So don't think that because it's not happening to you directly, it's not happening.
And DJ, to pick up on what Q said.
I'm sorry, was Q talking to me?
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to add one more thing.
I haven't heard race come up one time, so I thought maybe he was talking to somebody else. I didn't realize he was talking to me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to bring up one thing that Q said. You know, when you look at white tea man and woman, right? Let's look at the white tea man and woman that is not powerful like Elon. They're gonna get raked.
I think I would fall in that category.
All right. You will be raked over the coals right with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You will be, your white privilege may take you so far. It's just like you have the people that live in the trailers, right? They're living in the trailer will only take you so far, baby, until you run across the powerful and you're a nothing. They just rake you over the coals. So don't think that Elon and Trump, they're looking after you, because they really aren't. They're looking at their pockets, bottom dollar.
I just gotta disagree with you. I don't see it that way. I don't see their policies. I don't see, again, they haven't even taken office yet. So I mean,
but look at the
anything that
dysfunction
we're
that's
talking about
happening.
right now today is speculation. Would you agree with that?
No, because look at the
You're
dysfunction
saying
that's
this is
happening
fact,
right
it's not
now.
speculation?
Look at the dysfunction that is happening now. Now the split has begun.
What dysfunction is happening now?
MAGA on MAGA.
Then you hear
Let me ask you a question, DJ.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people in the last 4 years, they get amnesia about what happened and what was seen on television and whatnot. Do you recollect what took place when the whole unrest took place?
Are you talking about January 6th?
With January 6th and even before then with the protests, peaceful protests and whatnot? Do you remember that, seeing any video footage or?
Sure, I've seen video footage. Now, I did not watch it live or anything like that. I was, I didn't find out until that evening what happened. But I mean, I absolutely
So
video.
so you do.
I've seen a lot of videos.
You do remember some of the things that resurfaced,
Yep.
like back in the 1950s and 60s with the water hoses spray
dogs and
turned
Birmingham,
on a group of. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yes, I do remember that.
Down in Washington, yes, where they turned on the water hoses, the police.
Oh,
Now, and I say this with a grain of salt, like I say, because I know Zeus doesn't have a lot of time.
Now that's true.
You know, and I know that a lot of these triple Ks have turned in their white sheets and hooded and pointed hoods for police uniforms, judge uniforms, and attorney suits. And when they're out there, I didn't see too many. I saw some white tee folks getting themselves sprayed as well, but the damage was being done just with the rubber pew pews and whatnot. People getting of color getting tagged in the face with them. You gotta stop and think and wonder. Okay,
But you didn't see any of that going on January
what
6th.
other
did you,
presidential election or term was that happening in? Last time we saw that was back when Martin Luther King was marching.
Are you still talking about January 6th? Because I'm confused.
Yeah, January 6th, the whole unrest, the whole situation about the
Right.
protests and everything, peaceful protests, where people were getting attacked by police on a peaceful protest. Oh, they're looting and they're doing this.
So
and that,
you're
and the other.
saying that on
These are
January
people that are
6th, the police attacked the
peacefully
people? Is that what you're
protesting.
saying? On January 6th, the police attacked the people?
YouTube it. That's the best thing I can say for you. If you can't remember it, the great thing about this day and age, we have technology that we did not have back in the 50s and 60s. We got technology that live streams and records everything. So YouTube, police attacks,
Are you saying the police were attacked?
2022,
Or are you saying they did the
2023,
attacking?
2021.
Okay.
No,
You're
they
saying
were attacking.
You're saying the
people
Capitol Police
on
were,
Donald Trump's watch.
attacking people on January 6th. But I don't think
I
you're
didn't say
listening to what I'm
you got to listen, brother. I said police. I
Okay,
said I didn't
alright.
say anything about Capitol Police. I said I'm talking about the era of when it happened, when people were protesting about that situation, about police brutality.
Not January
See, that's one
6th.
thing
He's
that
saying the
you know.
BLM riots.
I'm not exactly in Washington. I'm talking about around that time frame when they were protesting against police brutality.
Talking about Rodney King, basically, right? Same thing?
No,
Not
he's
Rodney
talking
King, not
about
Rodney
when
King,
Trump-
but
He's not paying
George
attention.
Floyd. Excuse me, George
He
Floyd.
can't keep up with what you're doing. I see it right now.
He's
He's tried.
I know he's trying to keep up, but if it makes it a lot simpler and easier for you, it was Rodney King on steroids,
Okay.
if you can say that on air. But it's constantly happening, and everybody wants to take a blind side to it, and it was happening on Trump's watch. When he stepped in front of the what was it, the church that he was in front of
The
with the
church-
Bible,
The church with
remember
the
that?
upside down Bible.
with the upside down Bible?
Wow.
That's blasphemy. It was happening around that time.
Okay.
George Floyd. Let me make it a little easier for you. When I
Sure.
said Rodney King on aeroids, yeah, George Floyd was that situation on aeroids.
Now that that's been addressed, listen, you all, Zeus does have
Yeah.
to get up out of here. Oh my gosh. All right, but listen, I want to give you all a round of applause. All right, thank you for tuning in. I got to get up out of here. All right, I love you all. DJ, I hope you've learned something. All right.
Am I
All
getting
I
something
want
clips?
him to do, Zeus, is
Yeah.
just YouTube. He doesn't even have to go back to Rodney King. Well, he can.
Yeah.
How about Rodney King?
You know, I would love to talk. I don't think we were talking about the same thing. Same thing, though. I'm not disrespecting what you were talking about. I don't think we were talking about the
I
same
think you
thing.
were on a different subject at certain times.
Okay.
But it all intertwines around Trump and his chaos.
All right, man. Well, we'll talk again.
And-
Thanks again. I know you got to go. I
All
appreciate
right.
it, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was a simple conversation. I got to give him a round of applause. We've had a lot of doozies come up in the box, but DJ actually, kept his ground for as much as he could. All right, thank you. All right, Cabria, Q-Dog, last words before we get up out of here.
No, brother, you have a good, peaceful weekend.
All right.
Keep keeping us informed.
I
And
will.
Mr. Q Dog, you do the same.
All right.
I
All right.
appreciate you, Queen.
All right. All
And I
right.
appreciate you. I want to say,
Go for it.
I want to say to all the people that watch you on a day-to-day basis, at the end of the day, we have to take a book. We have to take a page out of the book when we're talking about the biblical times.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to talk about, oh, we're on this side, we're on that side, but Jesus had all sides.
Amen.
So if you want to speak on that you love Christ and you want to speak on that you follow Christ and you believe in his word, we need not talk about separation and this and that and the other. Because guess what? At the end of the day, God is in control.
Amen.
He's the one who created this world.
You know who I'm talking about.
And everybody
Big
in
God.
So let's get out of that coming into the new year. Let's go, no matter who's going into office, we need to come with a new mindset. Because at the end of the day, when it's your time, God's going to ask you, what did you do?
Okay, all right. Well, listen, I appreciate you, Q Dog. All right, you two, I am out of here. All right, thank you, Q Dog. WQ Dog in the chat. Appreciate you. All right, I got to get up out of here. I love you all. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. The reason that I came live on Saturday is simply because I want MAGA to understand we're right back to the problem we started with when this whole thing got started, the race issue. You're having an issue because you're starting to realize that a lot of you aren't as smart as you thought you were, and that racism alone is a terrible thing to run a campaign on. You're literally watching the Trump administration crumble right before Trump is inaugurated. How you start is how you finish. That's how I was raised, right? How you start is how you finish. And look at how he's getting ready to start. Elon on one side and the racist folks who voted for him on the other side. Maybe there are people who are racist that voted with Elon too, but they're choosing money over racism, guaranteed. And that's really what this was about from the very beginning. Wouldn't it be nice if we made the government more efficient? Who's going to make it more efficient? Oh, Elon. Well, does Elon really seem like somebody that knows how to run anything successfully in terms of the United States government? Think about this stuff, folks. Does Elon really care about you? Does Donald Trump really care about you? The answer is no. So continue to go over there and watch them fight amongst themselves if you're into that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get up out of here. Take care and stay safe. I got to get out of here. Seriously. I love you all. All right. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the support. Have a great rest of your weekend. Mount Negro. Gotta be able to connect those dots. W, Capria. You don't have to, but you do. Let's go. I love you too. I gotta get out of here. Oh my God. Hey, hey, hey. Have a great weekend. Seriously. I hope we've all learned. We've learned something quite interesting, to be quite honest. Mount Negro. Okay, we gotta get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Drill, baby, drill, real quick. Have a great rest of your weekend.
We're gonna be drilling so deep. We're gonna be for these guys. We're gonna drill. We're gonna take out so much money. We're gonna pay down our debt.
We're gonna lower your taxes.
Insane asylum.
You know they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal. Drill, baby, drill. We gonna frack. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'm